Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the, I'm out of focus. Midweek, is it midweek? I don't know, end of week show? Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome, Steph, Rhea Hortari, Nadadita, Teresa McGuire, Velasquez, 2011, Evian, Stanley, Kari, Blingy Bacon, Steph, Dorcia S, Star Medicine, Adele Tabarita, Jacob, JJW, and everybody else who's in the chat. Lana Marie, Kari, Karen B, Deborah C, James Sansfield, Mahora, I saw you in the chats earlier. The luxury bucket list, please send fruit gummy, Jacob, James, the Baconator, Corey K. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Robbie Lorraine. Hi, hi, hi. Let me take a sip. Honey, we got stuff to talk about. I am like, am I late or am I early? What is this? Oh, it's the hair that should be here. I am early, but also late. I am late for some countries, early for others. It's a great time to, my hair's all over the place. It's a great time to live stream. Any live stream time is a good time. Wait, I wanted to make a rhyme. Any time is a good time for a live. Nah, can't. I was trying to make something to say something funny, but we'll go. Rosanna, how's it going? I made it to the live. Working from home. Hello, guys. Hi, Rosanna. How's it going? Evian says it's perfect for us in Europe. Well, glad that Europe is enjoying today's live stream because it's a good time. Hi, Corey Emerson. Sorry about your UTI. Hope you heal soon. And I read it in the chats. And Terry says, thumbs up this. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Terry. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. Let's get this show on the road. Hi, Adelta Burrita again. Hi, Zara Justina. The title, I know. I knew you. I knew Zara would come by after the title, honey. We gotta talk to Tamara Kalinic. Oh, not Dita. I can't stop smiling. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, listen, Linda. Am I allowed to show the drawing you made for my birthday? Thank you so much. By the way, it's really beautiful, but I need your permission first before I show. Because you sent me an email, and I don't want to show it before you give me permission. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Nectarine Man. Marnin. Hi, or good night. Karen B says we need some Baconator t-shirts. Corey, the powder added to drink works. Okay, we're talking about, yeah. Hi, Jamoro de Seychelles. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Dacob. Hi, sweetie. Yes, sure. Show it, baby. All right, Nadadita. Hi, Val. Val has tested Gabrielle Lo for us and says it smells a little headache-inducing. Okay, so let me show the wonderful drawing / sketch that Nadadita sent me for my birthday. It's really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. And now that we got official permission.
Teresa
Oh my God,
Maguire
Terry!
donated $100.
My love, thank you so much. Let's see if we can pop a cherry, Terry, because you know how Bubbles is like acting up. Oh my God, you guys. Apropos Bubbles acting up, I have something to tell you about Bubbles acting up right after we pop a cherry. Hit it. We did it. So we popped a cherry and it worked. So Kev, thank you, Terry, so much. Thank you. By the way, this live stream is being filmed on MacBook Terri. Just letting you guys know. Terry and her hubby sent so generously a MacBook Pro to the Fashion Bunker, and we are live streaming seamlessly thanks to MacBook Terri. Thank you, Terry. Now, Kev sends me a message. He's like, hey, has Bubbles been acting up because of this article? And I'm like, what article? Okay, y'all. He sends me an article. Did I take a screenshot of it? Yeah. No. Okay, so, okay. Kev, where are you? Okay, so, basically, a robot commits unaliving in South Korea because it was made to do a lot of work. Y'all. So, in a surprising turn of events, a robot civil servant working for a Gumi city council in South Korea has sparked a national debate after what many are calling the country's first robot unaliving, self-unaliving. The incident happened around 4 p.m. last Thursday, leaving the community both puzzled and in mourning.
Oh my God.
This is comedyculture.in on Instagram. So is it a comedy sketch? I don't know. The robot, dubbed the robot supervisor, was discovered in a heap at the bottom of a stairwell between the first and second floors of the council building. Witnesses described seeing the robot behaving strangely, circling in one spot as if something was there before its untimely descent. So, Kev is like, is Bubbles overworked? I'm like, girl, what will go, will go. Can you believe? I mean, even AI had enough, right, Evian? Yes. Bust a rhyme. Any time for a stream is a moment. Wait. Is a moment supreme. Oh, yes, Steph. Any hour for a live is when we thrive. Live at any hour has magical power. Oh, baby. Yes, queen. Anyway, so I found this kind of sad, but also hilarious. I don't know if this is true or not. Everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just small. We'll go. All right, let's show Nata Dida's gorgeous, what? Everything is transparent, you guys. I can't see. Yes, yes. Even AI had enough with humans. I mean, the comments underneath this post are insane because people are saying, have they tried turning the robot on and off? Can we stop and look at the bigger picture? They expect humans to work more than machines. If a robot unalives itself, imagine what people are thinking. Let's lighten the workload. I agree. Somebody says, imagine after unaliving oneself, people revive him and again make him work. Oh, I mean, the comments, seriously, it's insane. Let me show you. So, I mean, come on. I mean, the comments. And then somebody else says, AI is dangerous for humans. Humans are dangerous for AI. Again, proved humans are dangerous for AI. Earth is not for beginners. Somebody says, oh, somebody else said, very true crime. Somebody says, maybe it was a murderer. Maybe we should call AI Poirot to investigate. But let me show you the wonderful drawing that Nata Dida made for my birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetie. Hit it, Bubbles. Check this out. Oh, like, wow. I'm in love. Also, the colors. Like, look at ah the camellia and yes, we got the scarab, the Goussain's scarab, the heart scarab, and the bead. Everything. I mean, you guys, this is first of all, thank you, Nata Dida, so much because here I actually look good. In real life, I don't look good. So this is like, thank you for making me look nice. That's very kind of you. I'm loving it. Really, really beautiful. So, um, I don't want to be that person that prints out a picture of themselves and then frames it because, like, what a weird narcissistic thing to do, right? But I might just print it out for like archival purposes because I think it's so beautiful. I love the pink, the blue. I think it's so beautiful. And what a beautiful birthday present. Thank you so much. I adore it. And thank you for allowing me to show it to everybody else because obviously this is your artwork, so I would have never showed it
Love
without asking
DIY
your permission
donated
first.
$20. Gorgeous through and through.
Oh,
Love,
Danny!
love, love.
Oh, my love. Thank you so much, sweetie. Let's pop a cherry for Danny. Let's pop a cherry. Hit it, Bublé. Oh my God, look at this. The cherry popping is working. It's working while we have a gorgeous picture. It's doing different layers. Terry, look. The Mac is doing everything without any issues whatsoever. So I just want to say thank you again. The eyes are everything is done so beautifully. So did you do this like digitally? Or did you do this like by hand and then you scanned it? It looks digital. I don't know. It looks done by, I don't know. It could be done by hand, like analog and then scanned, but it also could be done. Natadida, are you kidding me? You're glad I like it? I love it. I mean, I wish I looked this good in real life. This looks beautiful. Daisy says, Dacob went to Chanel at the Americana. Smelled the new Gabrielle Low. And my friend got the XL Manchester Red Lens Sunnies. That's not what happened, Daisy Dior. I did not get Low. I didn't smell Gabriello. Vel smelled Gabriello. Great job, says Terry. Natadita says, it done by hand. Wow, Natadita, you did it by hand? Holy moly. And then you kind of like photographed it or you scanned it, right? Yeah, it's really gorgeous. I know. And we got the little cuff is there. The little cuff is there. Sheridan says, great portrait, very pretty, says Terry. Please Frungami says, I don't think it's vain if you want to frame it. Very Trisha paid us to have artwork of yourself up in the home. I love it. Well, okay. Oh my God. Gummy. Okay, where do I begin analyzing what you just wrote? It's like you're implying like it's okay. Or like if Trisha Paytas frames artwork of herself, then it's okay that we also, I mean, she's like a huge narcissist, allegedly. because you know what I mean. Because yeah, I love Trisha, but like I don't know if I would take her as an example to follow by. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Edu. Glad that you're queen of the night. Gave the night. You know what I'm saying? Natadita, you drew it by hand and then you photographed it. Yeah, no, it's gorgeous, gorgeous. Mwah. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And also, you made me look nice, like good. You didn't make me look evil. You know what I mean? So, the eyes, like you caught something there. It feels like me. So thank you so much, really. And getting emotional. You know what I'm saying? Natalina says, thank you everyone for the nice words. Rosanna says, does it have Nata's signature? When she gets famous, Dacob, you got an original. No, well, Nata has the original. I have the photo. But no, is no, this is not the sig. No, Nata, did you sign it? No, I don't see the signature. No, I don't see the signature, you guys. Steph says, it looks just like you. This will be an awesome t-shirt. I mean, you guys, I mean, I mean, you know, we tried it once with me with the crop on a t-shirt. Did not go very well. Because I'm like, who's gonna want to buy my face on a t-shirt? Oh, pardon me. Yes, they're my signature. Oh, is this your signature? Sorry, I'm trying to see. Yes. Okay, gotcha. All right. So this is the signature. So Natadita did sign it. I wasn't so sure if this was the shadow of the collar. Let me just zoom it in for myself. Oh, I see it. I'm zooming it in, you guys, for myself. Yeah, I see it. I see it. And there's a 24. So under this is a 24, the date, the year, actually, and then the signature is right above it. Evian says, I have a problem with people who have their own pictures as a screensaver. Why would you like to see yourself all the time? Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't know. So, like, my screensaver, okay. So, like, on my iPad, it's Mad Balls. So, on my iPad, this is my screensaver. Oh, Han Solo, thank you so much.
Han_solo 2001 donated $50. Finally alive. Keep up the fantastic work. Aside the artwork, you're also a truly masterpiece. Greets from
Thank.
Austria.
Oh, wait, you're in Istria? Oh my God. Thank you so much, Han Solo. Very, very sweet of you. Hit it, Bubbles. Yas, Quins. Quins, Quins, Quins. Thank you guys. Very, very kind of you. And, oh, really, Nana? If this was a hoodie, you would buy it? Cha. Well, it's not Adida's artwork, you guys, not mine. I can't sell her stuff. And then, and then, wait, how do I, whoop. Oh, oh, no, you can see a little bit. So this is kind of like my other pitch at Chanel number 5, of course. So after the screensaver, I have a bottle of Chanel number 5 during Coco's life. Like it's a very, very old picture. And otherwise, the screensaver is Mad Balls. So that's that's what you get. That's what you get. Some of you were really surprised that I by the way, thank you so much for watching my Totally Dacob pop culture channel. Some of you were really surprised that I really love Halloween. And that's usually the people that have discovered my channel recently. Like you, of course, you don't know how obsessed I am with all things Halloween. I mean, from Chucky to Michael Myers to Nightmare on Elm Street, not Nightmare Before Christmas. Not a big fan of Disney stuff. But anyway, um, so I posted a blog at Home Goods because they're already, bringing out the Halloween decor. So I posted the blog and the vlog and some of you were saying like, "Oh my God, Deco, I didn't know that you're a ghoulie." I'm like, "Duh, duh, duh." Before Before I even, yeah, I was born a ghoulie, you guys. Love, 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 love everything spooky and scary. So Halloween is my jam. Always has been, always will be. And so I'm really, really glad that now Halloween season has begun officially so that I can make a lot of videos and post them on my Totally Dacob channel, which has sadly been demonetized. Yeah, guys, YouTube tricked me because you remember we had this issue a month ago. They said, oh, you are going under 4,000 watch hours in a year, so you have 1 month time to go over the 4,000 watch hours to remain monetized. Otherwise, your channel will be demonetized. Then we did a couple of live streams. We played video games online, and we managed to go over the 4,000 watch hours, and then we remained monetized. But then now we got demonetized because I stopped live streaming there and I thought I'm good for another year. But no, apparently the second after your first warning, the second you go under 4,000 watch hours again, you get demonetized. They don't even tell you. And I'm like, great. Because like I've been, waiting for Halloween season to begin because my idea was to start posting a lot on Totally Dacob now that Halloween season has begun. And I'm like, oh no, I filmed all this content and I want to post all this content, but I'm not monetized. So we have to go over the 4,000 watch hours again in order to be remonetized. This is so stupid. YouTube is such a pain in the butt. But so basically now we are at like 3,200 watch hours. So we need 800 watch hours, which is like a lot. Okay. It's a lot. Um, I think I don't know what to do. 800 watch hours. I think like when we do a live stream and we play video games on Totally Dacob, usually one live stream gives us 300 to 400 watch hours, I want to say. So if after the live stream today here, we switch over to Totally Dacob and play a video game together, that might help bring the numbers up a little. Because guess what YouTube does? So I'm demonetized on Totally Dacob, but YouTube is playing ads and keeping all the money. So it's not like they're not playing any ads whatsoever. No, they're just not giving me any money. And I think that's really unfair of YouTube. Like, if they're going to say like, okay, you need 4,000 watch hours in a year to be monetized, well then, and I don't have the 4,000 watch hour, then okay, then demonetize me, but don't keep playing ads on the channel and keeping all the money for yourself, YouTube. I think that's really gross. Like either all or nothing, no, I don't get it. Mm-mm. Oh, Nana, your birthday's near Halloween. That's fabulous. Yes, Stanley, the word game. Bring it on, right? Whoop, whoop. I think we might have a new game today. YouTube is such a parasite sometimes. I completely agree with you guys. But so there's that, right? And then anyway, just wanted to let you guys know. So look forward to a lot of Halloween spooky vlogs coming up on Totally Dacob, and also like relaxing fall atmosphere vlogs. I have another video that I'm working on that I want to post there. It's going to be, I'm thinking of making it without any voice, just very relaxing fall music to play it like in a loop. So I'm working on another video like that. I know, Terry, it's so not fair. And they're monetizing for themselves. Edu says, I'm glad you like it. When the Queen of the Night bloomed, I thought you'd like to see it. Oh my God, I loved it, Edu. Thank you so much for tagging me in the video of that flower blooming fully erect, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So there's that. No, it's not a lawsuit, MMM, because like it's in their like terms and conditions for use. So, they don't really care. Like, it's like, you don't want to play by our rules, just leave the platform. Hi, Tina. How's it going, sweetie? Hi, Bilbo. How's it going, sweetie? Bilbo Fraggins in the house. So, there's that. Me with my 80s hairdo today. I'm living my rocker fantasy. There's another thing I wanted to tell you. Oh my God. Okay. So yesterday I fell down a little bit of a depressive hole, and let me tell you why. Does it ever happen to you that in the middle of the night, like you want to go to bed, you really want to go to bed, like you want to sleep, but then you can't sleep? Hi, Joyful Remorse. Let me tell you. And then you're like, some of you go to TikTok. I don't like TikTok. So I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling through the reels and photos and stuff randomly. And then you find something that piques your interest somehow. And then that one post, you try to see who is the owner of that Instagram account. And then you try to figure out, then they have a person that you have worked with or something in common, and then one profile is connected to the other profile. Somebody's tagged in one photo, somebody mentioned something in the caption, and then you kind of start like it becomes like a form, for me at least, like true crime. I feel like that person that mentally starts creating that blackboard on a wall to connect the dots between all the suspects, and I try to find who the killer is. Okay, so here's what happened yesterday. Oh my God, Steph says, yes, that's me right now, 3:23 a.m. and I have to work at 7 a.m. Steph, that is classic me. Classic me. Oh, Rosanna says, hair is so Bananarama 80s. Yeah, I wanted to do that kind of ratchety, you know, 80s vibe. But I also added some blue today. There's actually more blue here. We went a little bit more into that direction, 80s vibes. Okay, so hear me out. So where do we begin? It all started with Chanel. Like, what else, right? And I find the profile of, and this is a public thing, so I'm not like doxing anybody here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a person that actually works officially for Chanel, and her name is Yana Peel. Now, Yana Peel is she was appointed during Carl's life as like head of arts, like art support, artistic discovery and support something of Chanel. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, that sounds like money laundering to me. Like, okay, so she's the person who decides, curates, like, okay, Chanel is gonna spend some money, which is tax deductible. Chanel is gonna spend some money to promote the arts for this event. Chanel is gonna spend some money to promote the arts for that event. Then I start connecting the dots, and apparently Chanel is also sponsor of the Venice Biennale, and they co-fund the money that is given to an artist that wins the prize every 4 years or every 2 years, whenever the Biennale is. What a load of shit the art world is, by the way, because I come from the art world. Let me tell you something. And then I see, oh, she's connected to Hans Ulrich Obrist, who another character from the art world who I know, another one of those players. He's an artist, but also he mingles with the rich, with the curators, with connecting the dots. Then 2016, Yana Peel becomes uh, um, the director of the Serpentine Gallery in London, which, like, for those of you who are into art, you know it's a huge thing. Serpentine is like the thing. Okay, like she's super young, this Yana woman. I don't know what sort of background she comes from. Like, is she from a rich family? Probably, because these people, that if they are so young and they manage to weasel their way into the art world in such a high position, and they get these really high positions as directors of anything, like, they're not poverty. Because, and this is a thing that really irks me, that the art world is for the rich. It's not for the poor. Even though most of the artists at least in the past, were poor. Nowadays, you gotta be from a rich family if you want to make it in the art world. So it's all shit. But anyway, so here's this. So 2016, she gets appointed director of the Serpentine Gallery. Then Chanel appoints her as the director of their arts department for allegedly money, you know. Then, shortly after that, Chanel becomes, or shortly before that, I'm not so sure with the timing there because my connecting the dots isn't fully full. Chanel becomes the sponsor of the Serpentine Gallery summer dinner or summer party, which they do once a year. And I'm like, how convenient of Chanel to have the director of the Serpentine Gallery also work for Chanel and then coordinate the Chanel sponsoring the Serpentine Gallery lunch or dinner, blah, 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 once a year every summer. And of course, who's invited? Like I saw photos of this event. The rich and the famous, baby. No poor person is invited to the party. Okay. She's also friends with Marina Abramovich. Of course, she would be. Who isn't? And then I find that she has a friend that said, "Oh, I'm so happy that my friend Yana became the Serpentine Gallery director in 2016. So proud of you. Serpentine Gallery is so lucky to have you." And I'm like, oh, this guy posted a picture with her and him, public picture, but he seems, I don't know what he does. He's also in the arts, also money. Then I start looking into him. I'm like, interesting. What does he do? Uh-huh. Okay, rich gay dude who's together with another. Okay, so he's American. His boyfriend seems to be Brazilian or something like that. They're both in the arts. The boyfriend does luxury furniture and interior decorating. Okay. And he does art books. He loves art. Now, listen, Linda, if you're into art and you're like collecting art, buying art, getting invited to all the artsy stuff, you come from money, bitch. You do not come from, oh, it's a hobby from, no. And the two sisters got a baby. Yeah. Adopted. And of course, okay, so the Brazilian dude, dark hair, the other dude, blonde hair, but their baby is blonde. You're adopting a kid. You guys, you know. Come on. You know. If you're rich in America, you get to choose. You want a white baby with blonde hair, you can get it if you pay. Allegedly, otherwise there's a lot of babies out there that do not have a home, that are orphans. They're just not white and they're not blonde. Okay, sorry. But then the rich couple gets the blonde baby. Oh, of course they do. Then his boyfriend slash husband turns out, do you remember a couple of months? You see, this is me at like 4 a.m. This is how insane it gets for me. This is me being Inspector frickin' Poirot. And I'm like, Dacob, what the F? Just go to sleep. Stop doing this to yourself. No. Instead, I keep digging. Turns out that his husband styled the entire ad campaign for Beyonce and Jay-Z's Tiffany & Co. with painting by Basquiat in the background, ad campaign. You guys remember, we did a whole video on that like a year ago, when Beyonce and Jay-Z, they were like the face of Tiffany & Co. Like, it was a huge deal. Well, all the furniture, the rich furniture that they were sitting on for that ad campaign, this guy, the husband, the Brazilian husband of the blonde guy who is friends with Yana, who works for Chanel, he is the guy who curated and enabled the furniture for that photo shoot. So, you know what I'm saying? And here I am, 4 a.m., digging into that rabbit hole, feeling like shit because I'm like, well, okay, here you go again. The rich and the powerful owning the world, they all, rub each other's shoulders. Vivienne says, no wonder why fashion is dead. The inspiration is going in circles. Fashion needs more inspiration from the outside world. I completely agree with you, Vivienne, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. And this is also one of the reasons why I left the art world, because it was just disgusting. Then I realize that Yana is now friends with, what's the name of the other chick? She is, uh, I showed one of my performances in art installations at the Manchester International Festival many, many, many years ago. And this woman, British, blonde, short hair, forgot her name. She was at the Manchester Gallery, something, something, working there as head of. Now I found out through this Yana Peel character, who works for Chanel and who is the director of the Serpentine Gallery, that she's close friends with this other chick with the short blonde hair. Oh, what's her name? She now stepped up, and she also super rich. I remember back in the early 2000s when I was like doing my performances and we were invited to like a barbecue at her house. This other lady, you got in Manchester, like rich. Rich. Okay. And she's the curator deciding who's going to show what, who's going to do what in the art world, blah, blah, blah. And I already back then I felt sick to the stomach with this attitude, this exploitation of, artists who don't come from money and they're just being utilized to, for these other rich people to make even more money. Because then what happens with the artists is they take your artwork, the curators, the gallerists, and then they are in cahoots. They try to up your price at auctions. This is how careers are made or destroyed from artists, because they decide to artificially hype up the price of your products. I was supposed to say art, but then again, art nowadays is a product, not really art. And it's all artificial. And the artists are playing along. Obviously, if you're a starving artist, you're happy that anybody's showing you any attention, so you're going to sell your soul to the devil. But I think artists have sold their soul to the devil one time too many. And this is also why the state of the art world is tragic. It's so bad. Like, you thought fashion was dead? Honey, art is deader than fashion. But just parenthesis closed. So this woman becomes the director of another huge institution in London. So she climbed the social ladder as well. Of course, they're both besties, right? And of course, Chanel is in there as well. No, I did not mean Tilda Swinton. No, Ray. I did not mean Tilda Swinton. I meant, yeah, whatever. Who cares? If I forgot a name, it's for the best. So here I am. So look, my clip is showing. So here I am at 4 a.m. in the morning. Instead of just falling asleep, I let these stories and these connecting the dots get to me. And I think to myself, oh God, okay, you know what? This world is made for the rich. They own everything. And then this made me think about, luxury brands and the fact that these people, these ultra rich, they're invited to these money laundering events where they all get to meet each other, or, these events that are sponsored by big houses, by big donors. And then these rich people donate money because it's tax deductible. And then it's a charitable event, but then they get promotion for themselves. They get dressed by these houses for these events. They get to wear the clothes for free. But they only support their own system. They only support the people that are already within that system, for the people who are already rich, right? And the rest of us, we're the idiots who actually go to these shops to give them money to wear the clothes that these other Oompa Loompas get for free. Made me so upset. I can't even tell you. So here I is, getting really depressed, really late at night. Instead of going to bed, like, that's the rabbit hole I went down. So that was my Instagram night. How was yours? Anyway, Evian says, Sibylla, look at Zara and H&M. Allegedly, Dacob talked about it several times before his last live stream about pocket socks. Oh, pocket socks. Pocket socks, yeah. And kickbacks, Deborah, kickbacks. This world is indeed made for the rich, says Tarima. Joyful Remorse says, my bro and sis are adopted and they were in foster care forever, but they were 8 and 7-year-old black kids. Their oldest biological brother wouldn't take pictures with them to improve their chances. There you go. You see? I know what I'm talking about, you guys. Kravi says, capitalism, baby. Yeah. Rosanna says, if the rich are doing exclusive, then us plebs make our own exclusive world. Yes. And another thing, I don't know if it consoled me or if it just made me think about why are people like that. None of these people look happy. None of them. On their photos, in their wealth, in their power, at the events, at the dinners, at the galas, dressed in haute couture. None of them look happy. Sure, they're smiling in some of their pictures, but they look dead inside. And then I thought to myself, well, for them, everything's an investment. For them, everything is a number, probably. All they think about is money, social ladder climbing, and fame. While for me, a lot of these objects that I adore, they have a soul. To me, they have a soul. You know, when I buy a perfume, I buy it because I love it. I love the story it tells me. I don't buy it because I think that perfume is going to help me get a better job. And only when I realized that was I able to calm myself down and go to sleep. And just like that, a hoe went to sleep. So anyway, that was my going down the rabbit hole. I really have to stop doing Instagram at night because it's really debilitating for my mental health, seriously debilitating. And also what I find really annoying, so somebody commented on my perfume channel, said, you should do shorter videos. Not everyone has 30 minutes to spare all the time. Now, now this person is entitled to their opinion, but they were a little bit unfortunate because I read that comment right after I went on the down the rabbit hole of connecting the dots of the rich and famous connected to Chanel. Okay. So I was furious. And then after being furious, I read this comment on my channel. You can imagine. That this poor person, this poor person, um, like they were caught. I mean, they're an asshole for writing what they wrote, but like they caught me in the wrong moment. I was like, not today, Satan. Not today. This is not the moment for you to write such a comment on my channel after I've been on that rabbit hole. So yeah, they said you should do shorter videos. Not everyone has 30 minutes to spare all the time. So I said, I usually mirror their stupidity to them. I could have, so I was, but so I answered, you should not comment dumb comments, okay? Not everybody has time to spare to read your entitled, spoiled crap. Now, I commented, and then as I commented back, I thought to myself, oh boy, how petty. But then I thought to myself, let them eat cake. Because I thought to myself, well, it's true. This person is spoiled. They get my content for free. They're not paying to see my channel, to watch my videos. I do all the work. I do the filming. I do the topic preparation. I do everything. I post the video, and then they're telling me, you know what? Not everybody has 30 minutes to watch you. Make a shorter video. Entitled much? Spoiled much? Say thank you and move on, or don't comment at all. Like, but why, Jesus Christ. So anyway, they caught me in a wrong moment because, like I said, I was already down that rabbit hole. So that happened as well. Oh my God, my night yesterday, really. My night yesterday. So, there's that. On another note, Chanel wants more money from us. Isn't that funny? So here, me trying to fight the FOMO again, I've been kind of making these lists and I'm like, Chanel Beauty has been releasing sometimes 2 new releases a month. Like, there's no, like, come on, give it a rest. Give it a rest. You're releasing too much. It's too much, Chanel. It's anxiety inducing, the FOMO of it all, and every new product comes with a freebie, and you have to be careful because you might not get the freebie. You have to have the connections. And then, like, the perfume here, perfume there, makeup palette here, eye quad there, little makeup set here, makeup set there. And they're releasing it on a monthly basis, and it kind of dawned on me that I'm actually paying rent at Chanel. And I was like, hold on a minute. They release a new product every month from their beauty range. And I buy the new stuff they release. So technically, I am giving them money every month. That's rent. I'm like, no, this has to stop. This is way too much. This is too much. No. They have to slow the F down. Like, seriously. So, yes, I will be purchasing Gabrielle Lo, but not yet. I'll be purchasing it when I'm good and ready. Period. And I'm not going to be buying their new makeup releases. So this is my plan. Gabrielle Lo, when I'm good and ready. No other makeup releases that they're doing until the holiday season when they release the new holiday season pouches. Those I will buy. But from now until then, no. I will be buying Gabrielle Lo, and if I need to refill products that I use, that I've emptied, I will be repurchasing those. If I finish a perfume bottle and I use that perfume, I will be buying that. But no new releases, Chanel. I'm not giving you my money. Period. Period. And so what's going to happen is this. I will be buying Gabrielle Lo at a certain point, the Christmas holiday, whatever what you want to call it, packages, and I've just received intel today. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves because I love my Chanel number 5 and I cannot say no to a limited edition Chanel number 5. And you know how much I love this little pebble? Okay. Love the pebble. Look, it's like half a bottle empty. Okay. Love the pebble. Well, guess what? I've just received intel today. Are you ready for this? I hate when they do this. And I bet they're going to do this for Eau de Parfum and for L'Eau. So we're going to have to buy 2 bottles at least. So for the holiday season, right, Christmas, they're going to be releasing the regular Chanel number 5, like Eau de Parfum bottle, the regular one, but frosted. And it's going to be, the glass is going to be half frosted and half glossy. So it's like the bottle is kind of half frozen. It's like freezing. That's going to be a limited edition for the holiday season. I'm like, okay, Chanel, here we go again. And they're probably going to do this for the Eau de Parfum and for L'Eau. So brace yourselves for yet another Chanel number 5 purchase if you want the limited edition, because that's coming for Christmas. Yeah. So since I collect my Chanel number 5, I have to. So we're gonna get the Chanel number 5 new bottle for Christmas. Gonna get the Christmas packages, and I'm gonna get Gabriello. But I'm not gonna get their new makeup releases. Yes, I've seen a couple of the eye quads for the tarot card collection. The green one, the green palette is particularly cute, green and purple. But I will resist. I'm not going to give them my money. And I'm not going to get the limited edition pouches either that they're releasing now, beginning of August. No. No, I'm not going to get them. Not going to get them. They've already released them in the UK, by the way. In America, they're coming out beginning of August. Not going to get them. I'm going to resist. I'm going to resist. I'm going to resist. Ugh. Okay. Painful as it is, we have to be more sustainable. Like somebody out there has to start making, videos about this, like the FOMO, how to resist the FOMO. How do we actually like slow down a little bit? And this is not even anymore about, uh, the financial situation of the world, recession. This is more than that. Like we're at a point now where it's about you're releasing like 2 new releases a month. That's 24, like around about 24 releases a year. That's way too much. I don't have space for that shit. And also, like, what am I going to do with so much makeup? I can't possibly use so much makeup in a year. And makeup also expires. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know. Anyway. So there's that. There's that. Now let's film a topic, y'all. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it. And tip your host if you're enjoying all the intel I'm sharing with you, because it's a lot of work gathering the intel. And I got some topics for you. So listen to this. Cha. Let's talk about the slave model. Let me touch up my makeup first. Can you believe? No, I can't even. The topics, summer fashion topics. It's a whole thing in its own right. I mean, hi Caroline, how's it going, sweetie? Welcome to the live chats. Hi Heaven. Edu says they would send it to you as a present. What will who will go? Chanel ain't gonna send me nothing as a present. Mm. Track says same makeup indie brands actually release 24 collections a year. Yeah, I know. All of them do the same. It's like I'm done. So tired of it, you guys. I mean, how many palettes can you make? It's always the same colors. There's only so many colors in the color spectrum. And then there's a lot of different hues and nuances. But after so many years of being in the entertainment industry and having worn makeup, like I've been through all of them. Like been there, done that. Maybe for somebody who's just starting out their makeup journey, for them it's exciting. For me, it's like, how many shades of beige can you get? How many shades of green and purple can you get? At a certain point, it's like, been there, done that. Just got a notification from OBS. Okay. So anyway, so let me film this topic. Yeah. And then we'll talk about Tamara as well. So, um, hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. So the internet is abuzz because apparently a living model has been modeling next to mannequins that are not alive, like plastic mannequins, at the mall in a clothing shop / boutique for money. And people passing by were a little bit shocked to see her model move on a pedestal. And now the internet is abuzz because many people are calling for slavery. They're calling this slave. Can you believe? Is it though? We're going to check it out because I got the receipts here. You know, we got the video to show you. But first, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today, get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well, for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the fun, come join the chats. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. So I do have footage here from Instagram account called Angeline.a on Instagram. I'll post a link in the video down below. But you know, thumb up this video and subscribe if you're having fun. And if you're enjoying my 80s ratchet hairdo, Bananarama, as somebody was saying in the chats earlier. Check this out. This lady is performing at a Dubai mall. I've been to Dubai a few times, and I don't know if this is the Mall of the Emirates, so what? Well, we'll go. But check this out. So Angelina A from Instagram posted this video. Okay, so here you go. The lady, I mean, this is performance art to me. I mean, it's something I know of. I don't know why now the people on TikTok are posting, you know, it's always TikTok, isn't it? It's like all the idiots are on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok, but like seriously, people are like, "Oh my God, this is slavery. This model is a slave to the system." She's performing on a stage. She's paid to model clothes in a store. Why is this any worse than having Christina Aguilera in her underwear singing on stage after tons of Ozempic, allegedly? Like I said, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. But like, why are people upset at this, but they're not upset at like somebody go dancing in a club or something? Like what? I mean, the outfit is boring, the shoes are boring. But the fact that she's like between these two, like, there's nothing. Discover the chance. Or did they say chance or change? What store is this? I don't know. I mean, it's hilarious. Why not? I mean, the two mannequins next to her, poverty. Like, seriously, they could have chosen something a little bit more glamorous, right? I love her hair. I love how she's, you know, working it. And Heaven says, ha, I love it. And Heaven says, I bet she's paid well. Well, I don't know how much she's paid, but I mean, she's not randomly. Cha, I gotta. It's summer in here. Bear with me, you guys. It's 5 billion degrees. There's a fruit fly flying around. Guillaume says, I think it would be shocking if she would be there every day. If it's a one-off thing, it's just a marketing stunt. Why would it be shocking if she was there every day? Maybe they paid her to do this for 1 week or 2 weeks. Dancers are paid to dance every day. Why? Do you think a dancer is paid to dance one day at the theater, in the club, and then never again? It's a job. It's a performance job. I don't understand why people are associating the fact that this is at a mall, in a boutique, like, oh, well, that's different than performing on another stage. This is a stage like any other. Heaven says there are no brain cells left on TikTok. Heaven, I agree with you. Nata Dita says if she has a contract and gets money for this work, then there's no problem at all. I agree. Tarima Caruso says not upset at performance art. Yeah, no, neither am I. Robbie says, yeah, she isn't the first person to do this. No, she's absolutely not the first person to do this. I don't think this is an art installation. I think this is a model paid to model, period. So as long as she's getting those Oh, the dirhams. Yes, she paid, right? Hopefully she is. She's doing a good job with her poses, says Karina. And they dress modest there, says Heaven. Well, but I mean, well, Dubai is a little bit more open-minded. Not everybody is forced to wear, not all the ladies. As you can see, the passengers, the people, the clients passing by, not all of the ladies have their heads or faces covered. Some do, some don't. So Dubai is a little bit more open when it comes to that. Well, much more. And Heaven says, well, she's not a slave. I mean, no, I think, I mean, she's not chained there. It seems like she can leave, right? Natadita says there are ladies doing same work on luxury cars and yachts and exhibitions. Tarima says the model is a representation of how the dress would look on regular folks. Well, regular folks don't usually have such gorgeous bodies, but yeah, technically. Lana says people are so quick to call something like this slavery, but not actual slavery. I mean, come on, you guys, it's a job. Is that an animal print dress? Love the metallic shoes. They're high. I don't know if it's it could be like a tiger pattern. Yeah, I think it's different textures of animalier print layered on top of each other to create a bit of a clash. It does look like an animalier. Rich Kidding says it's not different from a sales associate, but this is much a better gig. Probably paid better than the sales associates too. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Dubai's pretty liberal, right? Trax says I'd rather her modeling on that store than going to one of those poopy parties to get money. Oh my God. Okay, there's one thing that I find a little bit gross. Maybe you've heard about this, but there's a lot of those parties where models are paid to lay on tables and then like food is put on their bodies. I mean, they have like underwear, but like mostly it's skin. Okay. And depending on the party, they might not have anything up here. Okay. And then there's food all over them, like sushi or what have you. And then people pass by the table and take the food off of their body. Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. So if you thought this is a little bit shocking, okay, wait till you have dinner and you're eating. This is heaven. Oh, you've heard about the other parties too. Yeah. Yeah. The nude sushi, it's called. Gigi says, I love the outfit and hairdo today, Dacob. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. So, let me know your thoughts about this. Is this okay or not okay? TikTok doesn't like it. And I don't like TikTok, so there you go. We're equal. So let me know your thoughts. Sum up the video, and until next time, never forget, never give up on learn. Bye, bye. So there you have it. That's one of the topics. Can you believe? Yeah, it's not fetishization in my opinion, because fetish you can only fetish well technically, right? If we're gonna follow the definition of what a fetish is, you can only fetishize inanimate objects, not human beings. So there's that. But then I know a lot of people talk about fetishizing humans, but just just psychologically, technically speaking, uh, you can't fetishize a human. You can fetishize something that's not alive. You can fetishize a shoe, an object, a rock, a Barbie doll. I don't know, but there's that. Yeah, it wasn't there. Yeah, Mo. I think I remember that. Yeah, Sex and the City episode. Was it Samantha's boyfriend? No, somebody. There were some models and they were eating food off of them. Was it Sex and the City? Well, yeah. I think it was something. Somebody was eating something at an event. Yeah. I think I remember. Vaguely. Was it in the new show or is it in And Just Like That, or was it, I can't remember. Well, we have this ridiculous fruit fly, which is so annoying, and I really have to get rid of it before we film the next topic because, like, that little bitch has a tendency of flying around when I'm filming a topic. I've seen it in California on shows, the sushi models. Yes, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Yeah. Oh, it's in the original series. Oh, she threw the sushi at him. Hi, just saying. Jared Smith character. Oh, he was the sushi on him. No, but I'm thinking. I remember another television show or movie where there was like female models laying around on different tables and people passing by. I mean, it wasn't Sex in the City. It was something else with women. What? Hold on, something is happening here. What's wrong? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just checking with Bubbles. Original Sex and the City. Yes, a surprise birthday for him, says Rosanna. I know, Terry, the fruit fly. Thumb up the live stream because now the fruit fly is gone. But when we start filming the new topic, it's gonna appear right here, and it's so annoying. Hi, Rich Mitch. Hello, I'm listening in the car on the way to York. I'm going to the museum to see a Monet. Well, way to go, Rich Mitch. Yes, the culture. The culture. Drive carefully. Living for the culture. Vivienne says, hi, Heaven. Hope you're doing well. Did you get what I wrote you? You know what I'm talking about. Was that a threat? I love how the ladies in the chats are like, I know what you said to her. And I know what she said when she went to her, and he meant that he saw her with him while he was with her. And then she was there at lunch doing, you know what she did? And then she told me, oh, yeah, yes, she did. You know, and I know that you know what she told you. You know that I know what she told you. Yes, that thing. So, no. We could go on for hours. It's giving, what would you do if when you okay, so he said yes, we'll go. I love how Vel resurrects with these pearls of wisdom in the
What
chat.
would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
And by the way, this is how our will go was born. This is how will go was born. Exactly from what would you do if when you okay, so he said yes, we'll go. We'll go, we'll go. We'll go, babes. Yeah. That's how the we'll go started. Exactly from here. From I always forget her name. Precious Peaches? Lovely Peaches. Lovely Peaches. Gigi says, I would love that job. You don't have to sell clothes by mouth. Your body does all the work for you. Oh, honey. Been there, done that. Let me tell you, when they start objectifying, it can go both ways. So let's just leave it at that. Mia Maxima, Marina Abramovich was involved in some controversy about models and tables and food for a fundraiser for, yes, in 2011. Yes, I remember that very well. You said it, I read it. Cakes, sushi, yeah. And also models standing on table. Oh, God. And again, we're going down that rabbit hole. And then Madonna on her latest tour, how she connected Madonna wanting to be in the cities. She decided, I'm going to perform in Milan for like their art week there. And she wants her son Rocco to be at an important gallery. Of course, Rocco got the gallery gig just because he's the son of Madonna. Because let's be honest here, y'all, just my opinion, but his artwork sucks. But who went to the event? Who went to Rocco's gallery opening? Mama Madonna, yes, and Marina Abramovich was there. Yeah, holding hands with Madonna. Marina looking at Rocco doing a performance. He's all toned. He worked out. He has muscles. He's all dressed. He's acting like a dapper artist. he has the turtleneck sweater, the whole vibe. He's like a 20s artist from France. That's the vibe he's selling us. Okay. And he's dressed, of course. But at that performance in the gallery space, his model was naked and she was chunky. And he's painting on her body and he's like posing, like he's like thinking about what he's gonna paint next. I'm like, bitch. And Marina is there selling herself for this. She was there just allegedly, just because the famous people were there, because I'm sure she had an opinion that was not so positive about that performance, but I digress, allegedly. But then I'm thinking to myself, so Rocco, why is your model naked and you're not? Why you want to be sensationalistic? So you're using a fat model. Let's call a spade a spade. You're using a fat model with big frizzy hair, ginger hair, and like you're making it like, oh wow, this is so controversial, so edgy, so edgy. And yet you are dressed with a turtleneck. Why don't you go butt naked on that pedestal to paint your naked model? You want to do edgy? You want to be edgy, Rocco? Yeah? And mama's not going to, pay the bill for all your 5-star luxury hotels everywhere you travel. I mean, it's just vile. I can't. I really. And then she books to have her show in Miami during Art Basel. Madonna, yeah. And again, guess why? Because again, she organized her son to have an exhibition at Art Basel while she's there performing so that she could attend said exhibition opening, because obviously, the gallery is going to take Rocco allegedly to be represented by them, because they're like, well, Madonna, are you going to be at the opening? Yeah, you are? Okay, good. Then we can do the show. Allegedly. Please. This is what I'm trying to say, you guys. Nepotism aside, it's not just about the nepotism, it's about power and money. You got the money, you got the power, then you can make shit happen. Otherwise, you can be as talented as you want to be. You're never going to get a chance in life. Period. Yeah, exactly, Sibylla. Look at me. I'm a millionaire rebel. And he's convinced. He thinks he did something there. Like, Sua. Yeah, he did something. Gigi says, Dubai no longer requires a hijab like they previously did, and the hijab is not an oppressive piece of clothing. It is a form of worship as a hijabi myself, says Gigi. Oh, well, I respect whatever you wish to wear or not wear for yourself. And whatever you wish to believe in, go for it. You believe in it, as long as you don't force others to believe in what you believe, to wear what you wear. I'm fine. Everybody should wear what they want to wear. Everybody should believe in whatever they want to believe in. But stick to yourself, You're like, you do you. You do you, you do you, you do you, they do they, I do I, and we're good. Period. We all respect each other. Everybody's different. Everybody has a wonderful, different, colorful system of belief, of emotions, of culture. And culture is connected also to religion, not always, but sometimes. And religions are also different and all beautiful, really. The differences are all really fascinating as long as each one respects the other. And as long as we all respect each other and respect each other's differences, I'm good. Like, I have no issue whatsoever. No issue whatsoever. Just saying says, hi, Dacob, wanted to know your thoughts on the colorful eyeliner eyeshadow sticks, colorful ones. Cute, but I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to buy them. No, I'm not. This fruit fly. Damn it. I'm not going to film another video until this thing is gone. So annoying. And it's a chubby one too. It's like, Heaven says there's something that can be, okay. So anyway, we're done with that topic. And Sylvia says, thoughts on Marina? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. When the time is ripe and right. But for now, I wish her all the best. And that's all I have to say for now. Um, Just saying says, wanted to know your thoughts on Chanel invites on events. Do I need to keep buying to get invited, or are invites really from head office? You should not keep buying to get invited. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them don't let them manipulate you. Your question is completely wrong. Your question makes it sound like you're desperate to be invited. So what do I do? What do I do to keep getting invited? Who cares about their invitations? This has to stop. And I've been saying this, maybe you tuned in a little bit later in the show, because I said this earlier on in the live stream today. This has to stop. We have to take the power back into our hands. We cannot play into their little manipulative games all the time. We cannot fall victim to their strategies, to their ways of hooking us into being complete victims and ultimately slaves of their system, hoping to always play by their rules in order to be invited, to get the freebie. This has to stop. This has to stop. They have to be the ones to worry about whether or not we will accept their invitation to come to an event. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. We should not be the ones scared and worried that we might not get invited by them to their event. No, it's your money. You're the client. So they should do everything in their power, be nice to you, treat you nicely, and hope, they should hope, that you decide to accept their invitation to come to their event, not the other way around. You see, we got all this very twisted. Very, very twisted. And this has to stop. This has to stop. Tina says, Dacob, I went to Marshall's online and they really do carry Halloween house goods. Yeah, I was shocked. You are absolutely right. I have to check other stores also before prices go up. Prices go up? No, you guys, damn it. Where's this freaking bug? It's driving me nuts. Prices are not going to go up, you guys, for the Halloween stuff. The prices are what they are. So they're going to, those are the prices. If stuff doesn't sell out, the prices will go down. But usually Halloween stuff sells out way before Halloween, Uh, so anyway, Gigi says, maybe try an old wine or juice bottle with apple cider vinegar and dish soap in it to catch the fruit fly. Oh yes, I could do, I have a trick actually with a little bit of lemon in a tiny, like a shot glass, and then you cover it with cellophane foil and you poke like 3 holes in it. And then the fly will fly in and it will not be able to come out again. It's the ultimate fly trap. There are no old bananas. There's only new bananas, but I think it came with the new bananas. Hi, Brittany, tuning in from Morocco. Love you, Dacob. You look beautiful today. Thank you, Brittany. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. And yes, without a buyer, they are nobody. Right. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Bunker fam. Just a quick stop to say hello before heading to the mountains. I'll rewatch it as soon as I can. Oh, drive carefully. Have a safe trip. So let me do the next topic. So, all right. Coach is spilling the tea. Coach is spilling the tea. Can you believe? And the fruit fly is probably going to fly around as we start filming. My autistic self is not sure whether or not Dacob took my comment positively or negatively, says Gigi. What was your comment, Gigi? I don't remember. What was the comment? Maybe try an old wine or juice bottle with apple cider vinegar and dish soap in it to catch the fruit. That was your comment? No, I didn't take it negatively. No, 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 no. Your autistic self can be reassured. Your comment was not taken negatively, it was taken positively. Don't worry, sweetie. Marina says hi. Oh, hi, Marina. On my way to the hospital for mom. We'll check in when I can. Lots of love to your mom, Marina. Terima, oh, I'm so sorry you got the candy cane. Oh, yeah, it's such a bummer. Are you in the headache phase? Wishing you a speedy recovery. Like, are you in the headache phase, or are you in the joint pain phase, or are you in the coughing phase? Maybe you're lucky and you don't get into the coughing phase, and then... Yes, Terima's like, yes, all of the above. Oh, man. So it's the beginning. Okay, well... Sending you good vibes, good healing vibes. I know the headache phase, Heaven. Oh, the headache phase. Oh, the headache phase. Terrible. I had it last year again. It was so bad, you guys. So bad. I don't really understand the limited edition concept with perfumes. It's the same perfume, but just a different bottle. Why spending so much money for the bottle? For the special bottle. I'm watching, but I have to stop typing. My neuropathy is acting up and my hands hurt too much. Okay. All right, sweetie. Thumb up the live stream and then, give up the typing. I've been having headaches for 2 weeks. Oh, Heaven. Wow, that's a lot. I've been having quite a few headaches myself lately. Borderline migraine. Val, you've had it 3 times? You win. I've had it twice. I have had friends who have had it 6 times. 6 times. No, it did not offend me, Gigi. I was not offended. Not offended at all. I think it's the heat, honey. Maybe it's the heat. I am hydrating, though. But my problem with the hydration, you guys, I do hydrate. But then, you know what my problem is? I can't sleep through the night. I wake up like 2 times to go pee. Like, I would like to have one night where I can sleep through without waking up to go to pee. And I go to pee because I'm very well hydrated, and it's so annoying because it really wakes me up. So it's like you can't have it all, It's either this or that. Anyway, let's do the next top. Okay, let's do the coach is spilling the tea. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Here are 5 biggest mistakes we're making when we're buying luxury bags, and Coach is connected to all of this. The 5 biggest mistakes. The intel is coming from a Coach coworker. Coach coworker. Is it connected? Coach coworker. Anyway, too much for my little tiny tired brain at this point. Let me tell you. Listen, Linda, we do have some intel though, and Coach is spilling the tea. The ex-sales associate of Coach is telling us something, and I got the deets. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button to become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the fun, come join the chats. Thumb up the video, subscribe. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Just alleged and just my opinion. So, somebody said, I work in sales. This was from MSN.com. I work in sales at Coach. Customers always make these 5 mistakes when buying luxury bags. Now, luxury bags. Is Coach luxury? We're still asking ourselves the question. Let me know down below what you think. But here is what the sales associate has to say, or ex-sales associate. First mistake people make is, according to this person, and you let me know as we go along through these 5 points in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree, or if you wish to add any other points that this sales associate, ex-sales associate, might have forgotten to add. Avoiding the outlet stores is the first. So basically, the first mistake that this person says people might make is to not go to outlet stores. They say luxury bags can be affordable if you know where to look. Fortunately, a lot of designer brands have outlets with great deals. The Coach outlet features many collections and a wide variety of high-quality bags, wallets, and accessories for up to 70% off. However, they fail to mention that quite a few of those bags and products in the Coach outlet are made for the outlet and are not actually leftover stock from their regular boutiques, which means that they're made in lower quality raw materials, yada, yada, yada. Not just Coach, but all the luxury brands do that. So you got to be careful. I always say, if at the outlet you find one item in like a jacket in all the sizes, like, and they have it like 3 times in every size, that's not leftover stock from the boutiques. That's usually something that was made especially for the outlet. And some brands even, I went to Versace recently, to a Versace outlet, and the sales associate told me, yeah, they have several separate codes, product numbers that end in a different code at the end, which indicates to them, the workers at the outlet, which product was made specifically for the outlet in inferior quality, and which product instead is coming from an actual Versace boutique and was not sold, and so was, shipped off to the outlet. And the sales associate also told me, yeah, the quality is different. The quality is different, and there are bigger profit margins on the products made specifically for the outlet. So you got to be clever and don't let them trick you. Yeah, I agree. Go to the outlet to get yourself a good deal, but don't just think that everything at the outlet is a good deal and that everything at the outlet is good quality. Just bear that in mind and do your due diligent research before you swipe that card at the cash register. Second point, I agree with this one, by the way. Second point is overlooking practicality. I find it very fascinating, and it is true, a lot of people actually overlook that point. Now, one of the things that I said a lot in the past when I was still purchasing Chanel leather bags, I don't buy them anymore because their leather quality, in my opinion, is terrible at the moment, allegedly. So I haven't purchased a Chanel leather bag since 2022. Who knows what the future holds? But anyway, prior to 2022, I bought a lot of Chanel bags and I made a lot of videos on them, whether they be seasonal editions or timeless classics, the 255 reissue. Anyway, made a ton of videos on them. All the videos are still on my channel. Go check those out. They're quite informative. I would always say about the 255 reissues or the timeless classic double flaps, I would always say, because people would be asking me often, Dacob, which size should I get? This was back in the day before the ginormous price increases, where these bags were still, yes, super expensive, but not like that expensive, okay? People were asking me, like, which size should I get? Like, how do I choose? Because back in the day, 2014, 2013, 2015, the jumbo timeless classic double flap was very popular. Not anymore. Now tiny bags are more popular, right? But although bigger bags are coming back in style, we digress. And I said to people, be careful. Don't just buy the jumbo Timeless Classic Double Flat because it's popular. Does it suit your size, your stature, your body shape? It has a really long chain too, by the way. It's not a bag that fits every body shape. Go to the boutique, try on the different sizes of the Timeless Classic bag to see which one suits your body frame the best. Always buy a bag, I would say that suits the proportions of your body. Otherwise, it's going to look really weird. Very, very weird. If it's a really tiny bag and a very big body, or a very big bag and a very tiny body, or a bag with a very long strap and a very short body, and vice versa. Now, this person adds another element of the practicality, and I agree with them. They say, beyond aesthetics, practical features such as compartments, closures, and strap options contribute to a bag's functionality. They say to ask a sales associate if they can fit your belongings inside the bag you're looking to buy, then try it on. Make sure you like how the bag sits on you and how it looks full of your stuff. Overlooking key features can result in you buying a bag you won't actually use. I've seen many customers return bags they thought they could make work for their lifestyle but couldn't. I would also like to add another factor. Be very wary of this point. Are you a top handle person, or are you a shoulder strap person, or a crossbody? Crossbody, shoulder strap, yeah, similar. Also not the same, but could be placed in one category. Or a top handle. I used to be a shoulder strap person, then my hair grew so long, now I tug my hair every time I wear shoulder straps, so no. For me, now all I wear and all I use really is top handle bags. They just suit my lifestyle all of a sudden much better. So now I would not buy anymore a shoulder strap or strap bag. Now I only go for that top handle bags. Isn't that fascinating? And coincidentally, Chanel to me is not really a good brand to go to for a top handle bag. Chanel is all about the chain and the straps and the shoulder strap. That's Chanel. Chanel is famous for she freed the hands of the wearer by, adding the strap to the bag, right? So Chanel is not famous for top handle bags. If you want a top handle bag, look elsewhere, I say. So that's an interesting point. Number 3, a third mistake that shoppers make, according to the ex-Coach sales associate, is only buying a bag because it's trendy. Now, this point I would connect maybe to the practicality point, because if a bag is trendy and it's practical for your daily use and lifestyle, why not buy it? But they're saying this, it's fun to keep up with the latest trends, but don't buy luxury bags based on the trends. Make sure it actually fits your needs and that it's versatile. If the bag matches your personal style and meets your requirements, you'll feel much more confident in your purchase. I agree with this, but again, I would also place I would kind of place point number 3 together with point number 2, practicality and aesthetics. Like, don't buy a yellow bag just because yellow is trendy this season, but you hate yellow. But you're going to buy it because you want to be trendy this season too, so you're going to buy a yellow bag. I would not recommend you to buy a bag in any color that you don't like, but just because it's a trendy color. This I would definitely recommend. Just buy the color that you love. Buy the color that you love. And point number 4, a mistake that people allegedly make, not buying the products to maintain a good bag once you've got it. This is a tricky one, you guys, because again, with luxury bag, I know Coach, when you go to the cash register, you can buy products to clean your bag, to maintain your bag, to nourish the leather of the bag. Like, they want to sell you the side products to go with the bag. But then at luxury brands, the luxury brands tell you don't use any product. So when you buy a luxury bag at Chanel, a leather bag, they're going to give you their microfiber little glove pouch, and they're going to say, just polish your bag with that. Don't use any creams on your bag. Don't use any colors on your bag. Don't get the bag wet, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I've had some Chanel bags now bordering to, no, some over 10 years. They're fabulous, and I have not put any cream on them. Granted, I use them sparingly, okay? But anyway, this person says when investing in a high quality bag, you should also consider buying items that will help you keep it in great condition, like special cleaners or leather moisturizers. I often see customers not buy cleaners because they're not nearly as exciting, but they can really help you keep your bag looking brand new. If you're stumped, ask an associate or research your bag's specific needs, which can vary depending on what material it's made of. Again, be careful. Um, some luxury brands really do not tell you officially, like, here, use this product to maintain the leather of our bags. Like, Chanel is not going to tell you officially anywhere on their website, or the sales associates, they're not allowed to officially tell you and sign it, sign off on it and tell you, use this product. They're not going to tell you. They're just not. Hermes is also not going to tell you, by the way. So either you have a really good relationship with your sales associate, and then they're going to tell you hey, we're not supposed to tell you, but in the stock room, if there's a buff on the bag, or if you have to buff out a scratch on a bag or something, we use this product. They might tell you what they use. Okay. I remember my Louis Vuitton sales associate once telling me, so I was going to buy, actually, oh, I have it here. So I was about to buy my packing cube, the small one, right? And was it at the side or at the top? Either it was somewhere here or somewhere here. I don't remember. There was like something. It looked like, I was like, what is this? I was trying to take it off and I couldn't. And it was like a little lump. And she looks at it. She's like, oh, I know what this is. This happens often. I'm like, what do you mean this happened? Is it a scratch? I don't want to buy it if it's a scratch. She's like, oh, no, this is sometimes because, they sew these things together, but then there's also glue. Okay, glue particles. And sometimes, and this glue just stays somewhere. And then it's like, it's glue. It's stuck to the canvas. I'm like, oh my gosh, is that going to stain the canvas? Or is the glue now stuck to the canvas? She's like, no. We have a way of taking it off. I'm like, do tell. And she's like, oh, I'll tell you. It's just a regular white eraser, for pencils. Pencil eraser. Like, really? She's like, oh, it gets most of the job done. You just go with the pencil eraser over the canvas, she said, and it's off. And then she did it, and it was off, and it was like, I was like, wow. She's like, yeah, the eraser. Anyway, don't take my word for it. I have to say allegedly here. I don't want you ruining your bags and then coming for me saying, oh, Dacob told me, blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling you what my sales associate told me. She was amazing, but she left for another job. When she left LV, I kind of stopped buying too, because I was always coming back for her. She was amazing. I digress. Point number 5. I agree with point number 5. Point number 5, and the last point that, according to this person, people make as a big mistake when buying luxury bags is not keeping the receipt. And I think very few of us luxury bag lovers make this mistake. Not very few. I want to say most of us do not make this mistake. I think most of us keep our receipts very, very orderly, in an orderly fashion, because this person says keep your receipts when buying luxury bags because many companies have warranties or price adjustments that require proof of purchase. Price adjustments that require proof of purchase. I have not had an experience with a luxury brand where they called me in to say, hey, Dacob, you bought this bag a month ago. The bag just went down in price. Do you still have your receipt? Because we're going to give you some money back. Like, that never happened to me. But hey, if it happened to you, great. I'm happy for you. It may also come in handy if you choose to resell your bag down the line. At Coach, you can also sign up as Coach Insider, so all your purchases will be tracked digitally and receipts will be sent to your email. I think most luxury brands nowadays offer you both digital receipt and physical receipt. I always ask for both, so they print out the receipt for me. when I am in the boutique and I just purchase the product just because I might be still shopping that day. And if I enter to another store and by accident any product in my shopping bag still has a security tag on it or one of those security stickers on it that get reactivated when you enter a store and it starts beeping, I just want to have a physical receipt in my hand when I enter the second store to be like, no, you guys, here, I have a receipt. I just bought this at the other store. But then I also want to have a digital receipt because a lot of the stores today, they do these heat stamps, heat prints on their receipts, which fade in like half a year or a year, and then you have nothing as a proof. So that's why I always like when they also send me an email receipt in digital form because the email never fades. If they don't send me the email, then I have to be disciplined enough when I come home to actually take a digital photo of my receipt and then save that photo because if the receipt fades, my photo won't. So these are the 5 tips or the 5 mistakes that this person says people usually make when they are buying and dealing with luxury bags. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your opinions? Would you add any more to this list or are 5 more than enough? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up the video if you liked it. Subscribe, and until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye. Mwah. Sex and the City, Samantha makes sushi for boyfriend. Are we still talking about the sushi on the boyfriend? It was in the movie, not in the show. Ah, Sanita. Okay, good to know. Vivienne says, never put a receipt in the bag itself. I had a friend who did it, and she once got house robbed, and guess what? She couldn't prove it to the insurance company. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Never leave your receipt. Well, the thing is, also, you guys, when you are buying in the luxury stores, you actually, your receipt has your name and your address on it. So technically, you can prove to the insurance if you have a digital copy of your receipt. You can still prove to the insurance that it's your bag because your name is on the receipt. And if you didn't have the digital receipt, you just had the paper receipt, and the paper receipt was in the bag and the bag got stolen, that's a problem. Now, speaking of that, let's touch base on Jessiestyle Lou quickly. Lou, this past couple of months ago, was robbed while she was traveling through Europe. Shout out to Jessiestyle Lou. How's it going, sweetie? Very sorry that this happened to her. She's a nice girl. And I think the problem is really, these are not the times. Lou, babes, I'm not just talking to you. Lou, I'm also talking to all of us. These are not the times to, because she was, her husband and her, I mean, it was like right after the wedding and they were traveling, keepalls. Yes, they were vintage used, Louis Vuitton keepalls. You have, in Italy, of all places, where everybody and their mother and grandmothers are going to steal it. I'm not going to throw shit at every Italian. Please, don't get me wrong. I'm going to have my Italian viewers hate me now. I'm just saying, Italy is freaking dangerous at the moment. Not just Italy, but Italy in particular. Do you remember that lady that in Venice does borseggiatrici, on TikTok again? Anyway, so I'm like, you do not travel through Italy, Toscana, wherever you are, Rome, whatever. You do not travel through Italy with a Birkin, a Keepa, an Hermes Birkin, a monogram Keepa. I think her hubby had the other one, the Damier Eben, I think she said. Knowing Jessiestyle Lou, she probably had like Rimowa aluminum suitcases. Like, you're a target. And she said she wasn't the only one robbed. Like, the entire group of people that were traveling in the bus or whatever, however they were traveling from one city to the next. I don't remember what she said. She said everybody was robbed, not just her. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But like, you just, period. You do not, in this day and age, travel with monogram can. You don't. Unless you don't have a private jet, a private driver, and you're allowed to drive with your car to your plane and shift from car to plane. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. Everybody gets robbed nowadays. Everybody gets robbed. When I travel, I look like a bum. And I'm proud of it. Okay. And it's so funny to me because, sometimes I post a picture on Instagram and then some asshole is going to comment like, haters. Haters are going to hate. And they say like, oh, no wonder, I don't know, some luxury brand is not inviting you to an event, blah, blah, because you look like this. You look like shit. I'm like, I look like shit when I'm out and about because I do it on purpose. I do it on purpose. I don't want to, be that much of a target. It's just very, because I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I'm not wearing my clothes or my bags for you. I'm not wearing because, newsflash, okay, not everybody buys luxury goods to show off that they can afford them. Some people buy luxury because they really love the pieces. They love the smell of the leather. They love how and they're like, here, how the silver was manufactured. There's like many other reasons why somebody would like to buy a luxury piece other than just showing off, But it's so funny to me how the haters, they always think, oh, you just want to buy that? You just want to wear it to show up? I'm like, no. Also with perfumes, I buy sometimes, here you go. I love this one to bits. Comet was really expensive. Nobody knows I'm wearing this when I'm outside. I mostly wear it at home alone for my own personal pleasure. That's how I enjoy luxury. So I don't need to wear certain luxury items in a certain way when I am out and about because I didn't buy them for that. I bought them for other reasons. So it's very fascinating to me how people think, oh, well, you're buying luxury because you want to show off. Not everybody is. So all those like analytical videos that I'm seeing online from other people saying like, you're just buying this or that because you want to show, I'm like, no, you're wrong. Not everybody is a victim to society and consumerism in a way to say like, oh, yeah, I'm just buying luxury goods because I got some sort of mental deficit and I have inferiority complexes, and this is like the only way I can deal with myself is by showing off in the world that I got a Birkin. Really? No, not everybody's that dumb, and also not everybody's that superficial. Period. Period. So, and another thing, I will always carry with me an extra tote bag. Exactly, Natadida. I'm a luxury bum. Thank you. And I will always carry an extra tote bag, like no logo, no branding, no nothing, like a big one in cotton or whatever, folded up. And if I feel like I'm entering some weird territory where I don't feel really safe, I'm going to take that tote bag out and I'm going to put my little luxury baglet in it, okay? And then I'm going to carry that way. I'm going to hide the bag inside. And that's that. It's that simple. It's really that simple, and you don't owe anybody any explanations, people. You don't, somebody comes for you telling you, you look like you look pa. They pull an Anna Delvey on you. You look pa. Like, yeah, I do. And what's it to you? You paying my bills? You paying my telephone bills? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. There you go. Beyonce, you tell him, girl.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Thank you, Anna Delvey. Now, speaking of time, I do have time for my dear friend, Teruko Nakajima. You guys, I just want to highlight my dear, dear, dear friend, Teruko Nakajima, and her mini-me, Titi, the dog, because Teruko is going to have a wonderful performance coming up in LA in just a couple of days, actually. And I really want you guys to go buy tickets. Super cheap. Okay, $25. Q-Win Teruko. Made in America. I've seen the show several times. It is amazing. So allow me to plug my dear friend on my own show. Look at that. Tuesday, 8:30 p.m., July 16th at the Hudson Theater in LA. You can get your tickets at www.terukonakajima.com. That's TERUKONAKAJIMA, terukonakajima.com. You can get your tickets. Tickets are selling fast, so be sure to get yours. Tuesday, 8:30 p.m., July 16th at the Hudson Theater. This show, and yes, this is Teruko and this is Titi. Titi is in the show as well. Titi has also been a guest together with Teruko on my channel several times. Look at all the awards that she has won. I mean, this show is incredible, beautifully, masterfully done. It is heartwarming. It is also heartbreaking. Oh, there she is. Teruko is in the chats, you guys. Man, Teruko, speak of the devil. Teruko is like, thank you, ultra super muchiest, our beautiful Dacob. No, our beautiful Teruko and Titi, you guys. Teruko really deserves all the accolades and the success. Seriously, it's not a long show. It's about an hour. Okay, you're not going to be sitting in a theater scratching your, giblets for 3 hours thinking, when is it over? It's 1 hour. It's short and juicy and sweet. You will cry. You will laugh. I mean, you're going to come out of this a different person. I mean, it's really, really, really a beautiful show. And it also highlights how it is to grow up as a woman in today's society, not just in America, but also in Japan, and how victims of certain treatments and abuse are, dealt with, and how a victim is being blamed often. But also, it's a story of how actually a human being and their hope and their love and their belief in something better can prevail. And throughout all the trials and tribulations and the pain that you go through, you can actually come out on the other side triumphant, a better person, with still your sense of humor intact and with still your sense of hope intact. So this story is a story of hope. It definitely gives people strength when they watch it, because you can really relate to it. Whether you are male, female, or whatever other gender in between, if you have or have not experienced certain pains and traumas in your life, there's something in this show for everyone. Like, you relate to the pain, but also to the happiness on your own level. And once you do, it clicks, and it's so liberating. So liberating. It was very cathartic for me to watch Made in America. So I'm telling you guys, do not miss out on this live performance, on this live event. It's one night only, baby. On the 16th of July, 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday at the Hudson Theater in LA. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. This is one of those, and all the awards that she's winning, and this is going to be one of those events that one day you're going to say, damn, why didn't I go? Because it's like one of those historic theater one-man shows or one-woman shows and one-dog shows that you're like, why wasn't I there to see it live? Really, it's worth it. So you can get your tickets at www.terukonakajima.com. www.terukonakajima.com. It's coming soon. Tuesday, July 16th, 8:30 p.m. at the Hudson Theater in LA. Get your tickets now. You're not going to regret it. So, thank you, Teruko. Cheers, sweetie. Buy your tickets now. Oh, pardon me. Oh, love you too, Teruko. So there you have it. We'll go. And now I have another little update also. Do you remember like last week we were talking about, okay, do you remember, first of all, do you remember last year the Titanic, the submarine that went to the Titanic and well, we know how that went. But before we found out, hi Lori, how's it going, sweetie? Before we found out how that went, people were speculating, like, are they going to survive? We lost track of them. Are they, they're going to lose oxygen? The countdown started. I don't know if they had like 2 days of oxygen in there. Like there was, there was a lot like happening. Hold on a second. And at one point, Evian says, yes, what happened to these in space? Oh, by the way, somebody did send a super chat and it never popped up here. A tip, so we have to reactivate that. And tip your host here if you wish to as well. So let me reactivate. I'm sorry, guys, if it didn't play earlier, but when we film a topic, usually the notifications are turned off. So now I'm going to turn them on again. And if anybody did send a tip, it's going to pop up now. So my apologies for the delay. Tut, tut, tut. Thank you so much, sweetie.
It donated $6.
Hit it, Bubbles. Yas Quins. Thank you so much, sweetie. And and if you wish to tip your host right here, let's blend that in, Bubbles. So, okay. Now, before we knew that the submergible imploded, right? People were kind of still hopeful that they might survive, but people were also making fun of them. You remember the memes? I mean, the memes. I just don't think that mankind ever made more memes and more funny memes and more cruel memes about millionaires in the submergible than last year. So just when we thought it can't get any worse, now there's a new submergible situation happening. And we were talking about it just a week or two ago. Do you remember? I was talking about the astronauts that are stuck in space. Okay. So quartz.com is reporting, and we were talking about they were supposed to be flown back in to Earth, but then the starliner was made by Boeing. And Boeing is going through a bit of a pickle lately because, they're losing doors from airplanes, planes falling down, people flying out of the planes, allegedly. So they're like, Boeing is not going through the best of times PR-wise. Well, Boeing also did the Starliner to go to space with a crew on board. And when the Starliner arrived to space, the Starliner was like, yeah, so thank you everybody for flying with us into space. It was nice knowing ya. And the crew is like, so how are we gonna go? How are we gonna get back to Earth again? Like, how is it? Like, wasn't this supposed to be a round trip? And the Starliner, the cruiser was like, I don't know if the Boeing people thought about that. I mean, they thought about bringing you into space, but you sure you want to go back to Earth? Huh. Okay. Okay. Let me try to figure that out then. So basically now, weeks later, we have an update. They're still stuck in space. Oxygen is running short. The Boeing Starliner crew might be stuck in space for the rest of the summer, is the headline. You guys, can you believe? Wait, hold on. Sorry, no, wait, which direction are we going into? Everything is mirrored for me in a weird way. There you go. My hair's all over the place. So, the ratchetness that is my hair, y'all. So, Boeing and NASA are tentatively targeting a return date at the end of July. Boeing and NASA still aren't sure when they'll bring the CST-100 Starliner home. In a news conference Wednesday, NASA said it's targeting a return at the end of the month. but it hasn't yet committed to a hard date. Testing that should help explain a persistent problem and expected to wrap up later this week, at which point the mission will have more clarity about the ending. So 2 astronauts have been stuck in orbit aboard the International Space Station. I said the credit is quartz.com, Bubbles. Stay with it. 2 astronauts have been stuck in orbit aboard the International Space Station since early June due to Starliner's issues. The main point of concern continues to be figuring out what is going on with the thrusters that would guide the spacecraft back to Earth. Leaks in the helium storage tanks that control the thrusters, which led to multiple delays for the Starliner launch, aren't expected to endanger a return flight. At a June 18 press conference, officials reiterated that the ship needs 7 hours of helium to make it home and has 70 hours worth aboard. Though they said the craft could come home right now if needed, they also said they're not quite ready for it to do so. We're taking the chance to look under every rock and stone to make sure there's nothing else that might surprise us, said Steve Stitch, manager of NASA's Commercial Crew Program. During a question and answer session with reporters, Stitch and Mark Nappy, Boeing's Commercial Crew Program manager, toggled between expressing their confidence that a safe return mission could happen. We do have a lot of confidence in the thrusters as they are today. If a person tells me that, like, as of today, I believe our thrusters. I'm like, yeah, but today, they're not flying back today. They're flying back God knows when. So do we trust the thrusters in 3 weeks? No? Anybody? Nobody? No? Nothing? I know, Heaven. Steve Stitch. I know. If you're called Stitch and you're working on Stitch and thrusters and helium, I mean, you guys, you can't make this shit up. So anyway, there's that. Good luck to the crew. I hope they make it safe back to Earth. Do you know what I'm saying? And, all right. Now, oh God, hold on a second. You know what? My iPad is dying. It's like the battery. It's come to the point after 2 years and a half where the battery is like, now, even if it's 100% full, like 2 hours later, it's like, no, I'm done. I hate when that happens. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Okay, so, Tamara and that other chick. What's the name of the other chick? Does anybody know the other chick, the Australian one that made the video? Anybody? Hi, Tom Tomate Papaya. Indrani says, hello, beautiful Dacob and the Fashion Bunker family. Oh, the nightmare on Spaceship Street, right? Oh, heaven. Stephanie Lange? Okay. If you say so. I have no clue. Are you ready? Heaven says she's an Australian commentator. Stephanie Lang? Mm-hmm. Well, are you ready for a massacre? Because, you know, I'm still on my going down the rabbit hole on Instagram from yesterday. I am still angry. Okay? Yeah. Yes, DL. The video is back and she posted the other one. Okay, you guys. So let's do our weekly gossip and drama sesh on the Fashion Bunker. And quite frankly, you know, I give 2 fucks about what people think of me. So we're not going to keep it politically correct here, okay? You want to know my 2 cents? I'm going to give you 3, okay? So first of all, so Stephanie Lange. So Stephanie, so here's what happens. I don't even know of the existence of this person, okay? Hi, Dawn Marie. How's it going, sweetie? I don't even know the existence of this person. And you know what? I would have been better off continuing not knowing of her existence. However, here's what happened. A couple of weeks ago, my dear friend Jessie from Jessiestyle, to Jessie, Jessie contacts me and says, Dacob, this big Australian YouTuber that has 2 million subscribers mentioned me in her video. And her video was about consumerism. So basically, Jessie was not mentioned in a good way. But Jessie, being the kind soul that she is, Jessie did not feel offended. But here's the problem. I forgot her name again. Angie? Is her name Angie? Oh, let's just call her Angie. Stephanie. Stephanie did not credit Jessie. You see, Stephanie, because she thought, who's this Jessiestyle? Some small content creator. I mean, Stephanie, 2 million subscribers. Jessie with her, what is she up to now? 15K. So she thought to herself, let me use her content. I don't need to credit her. Falls under fair use. I'm like, But Jessie's happy that Stephanie used her content. Jessie's like, oh, that's great. It's like she used my content. I get some exposure. I'm like, how do you get exposure if your name isn't mentioned, if you're not at it properly, if you're not hashtag, nothing? But, Jessie being nice as she is, Jessie was just happy to be in that in Stephanie's video. But Stephanie did not credit, allegedly, right? Okay, so I'm like, oh, this Stephanie's shady. Just because she's a bigger YouTuber, she thinks she can get away with all this shit? So Stephanie, apparently in that same video, also used footage from Tamara Kalinic. And again, used Tamara's footage, in a derogatory way, in a way of showing that over-consuming and luxury and blah, blah, blah is a bad thing for you, blah, 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 whatever. So Tamara apparently takes offense, or her team, we don't know, right? Because Tamara has not expressed her opinion on this topic, nor should she. Now, I'm not a fan of Tamara. Premise. Let's begin by saying I'm no fan of Tamara whatsoever. And this is putting it politely. Politely. Bear that in mind. We're going to come to that later. So Tamara or whoever from her team strikes Stephanie's video on YouTube. And so Stephanie's video on YouTube disappears, goes private. And due to a copyright claim or strike by Tamara or her team. Okay. Now, Stephanie, sometime later, Stephanie appeals, because she claims that the footage that she used of Tamara without asking Tamara's permission, by the way, it falls under fair use. So she's like, okay, if I have to go to court, I'll go to court. But Tamara has, huge following, and she's a big influencer, probably has a lot of money, and look at me, poor me. And here's where Stephanie starts irritating me, because Stephanie now made a follow-up video explaining the whole situation now that her video has been freed again. How do we do this chronologically? So Stephanie made a follow-up video saying she appealed for the strike and she wanted the strike to be taken off, but then there's a certain amount of time that the claimant has to respond to you. In this case, Tamara. Tamara had a certain amount of time to react to Stephanie's appeal, and Tamara's team waited until like the last day, allegedly, to react to the claim, and they took away the claim, because if you don't take away the claim, the strike, and I appeal, and you're still stubborn and you still don't want to take it away, even though I'm in the right, then we go to court. Because then YouTube has nothing to do with it anymore. Then it has to go to court. So Tamara's team decided, let's not go to court over this, and they freed the copyright claim or the strike. So the video was public again. At that point, Stephanie makes a second video explaining the situation and telling us how rude she thought, I'm paraphrasing here, how rude she thought that Tamara was for doing what she did. And, she being a smaller, making it, trying to sound like she's relatable to us. Like, look, Tamara is the big YouTuber. She's the big influencer. She probably has a lot of money. Like, if I have to go to court with her, that's going to be expensive. I'm looking to buy a house. And right now in Australia, houses are really expensive. But I'm just a small YouTuber. Small YouTuber? Bitch, you got 2 million subscribers on YouTube. But in that video, Stephanie wants to tell us, she doesn't do memberships. She does everything on her own. She's very relatable. She films her own videos. She's a mother. She edits her own videos. She doesn't have a team like Tamara does. I'm like, You have, and I repeat, you have 2 million subscribers. But she makes it very clear that she films her own videos, she researches her own topics, she edits her own videos. She's a one-woman show. And she wants us to feel for her. And then Miss Stephanie slips a little in her own video. Oh, yes. Oh, don't think I didn't notice, Steph. Stephanie, at one point, trying so hard to be relatable to us, keeps saying, she's also very morally intact. I'm like, morally intact? You didn't credit Jessie for using her content. How is that morally intact? But then, she would also not accept sponsorships if the product that the brands want to sponsor in her videos was not on par with her standards. And she would not want to promote a product to her viewers that was not good quality. So she said, she had a sponsor lined up that would have given her $10,000, which again, she said is great towards buying my house. Again, very not relatable, Stephanie. In this economy right now, you want to be relatable to your viewers, and you're talking to us about how you're going to buy a house and how expensive houses are. Yeah, we know how expensive houses are, but unlike you, most of your viewers cannot afford a house. So zip it. That's not relatable. But anyway, she tries to sound relatable. And then she says, and the sponsor was lined up. It would have been $10,000. But then news got to me that the product that I would have spoken about in my video, that product is not good for some reason. I don't remember what reason. She said, and there she slips. Remember, up until that point, she kept telling us she's a one-woman show. She does it all by herself. She films by herself. She edits by herself. She does everything by herself. And then what does Stephanie tell us? Stephanie tells us, my manager then told me to not do the sponsorship. Manager? You got a management? Wait, Stephanie. Manager. Management. I thought you said you do everything on your own. You don't have a team you're paying. You're relatable. You're a small person like we are. You do everything on your own. But you can afford a manager? But you just said you do it all on your own. So who is this manager that told you not to go with the sponsor? If you do everything on your own and you're a one-woman show. Mrs. Lovely says, longtime viewer, first time in chat. I used to watch Stephanie Lange, not so much now. There's only so many videos one can watch pointing out others' self-perceived or otherwise flaws for body positivity. Oh, Mrs. Lovely, thank you so much, sweetie. This is a wonderful comment, and I thank you so much for writing this comment because your comment just reminded me of another thing that I found extremely stupid in her video. So first of all, she slips because, she says she does everything on her own, and then all of a sudden she has a manager. So she's not doing everything on her own. And then second thing, this body positivity, how she weaves the web. She begins by saying, just FYI, you guys, Tamara makes wonderful content. First she butters her up. And then she does the bitch slap from the back by then saying, but it's not for me. If you want to consume and overconsume, that's on you, but that's not the type of content that I do. She talks about body positivity. I'm like, body positivity? Honey, you keep saying you had kids. And you're this perfectly blonde, skinny chick sitting in front of the camera looking like a model. Literally the opposite of body positivity because you, to me, look like one of those thirst trap models from Instagram that gets a ton of subscribers and a ton of followers because you look like you came from a certain type of movie. DL says, Stephanie Lange seems like a hater and talk about things like that to get views of other haters and unhappy people. DL, that's the vibe she gave me. That's the vibe she gave me, you guys. We keep it mighty real in the fashion bunker. I don't take shit from no one. Period. And if I see mind you, I never saw a video from this person before until yesterday when I watched first her video about the reaction to what happened with Tamara and then the prior video as well, which was freed up again and then taken down again and freed up again, whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is this. Thumb up the live stream. We got a ton of people watching. We got 150 likes, 300 people watching. Come on, thumb up the live stream, you guys. Seriously, costs you nothing to thumb up the live stream. And here she is sitting, telling us how relatable she is with 2 million subscribers and saying, guys, I was also thinking, should I change my background? Everybody's changing their background, doing fancy stuff, but not me. I'm a simple girl with, they don't have that money. I can tell you guys, with 2 million subscribers, even if you don't have a membership program or Patreon or OF, you're earning a lot of money just from AdSense revenue. But she's trying to make it sound, so desperately trying to make it sound like with 2 million subscribers, she's not making money off of AdSense. I'm a YouTuber. I know how much AdSense brings in. Yes, from country to country, it changes. Depending on your viewers, it also changes. But listen, Linda, with 2 million subscribers, you're earning good money. Stop acting like you're not. So that really irritated me. And then her conversation at the end, should I you guys, I'm such a simple girl. Look at me, so simple, so modest, humble, down to earth. I've always been filming in front of this great background, not so fancy. And then again, she kind of snarky remarks towards Tamara and all the other ones that have the money, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, should I also zhuzh up the background and make something more? Should I invest a little bit of money into this? But I have to buy a house, $2 million house. I'm like, girl. Just, and then she starts saying, instead of what really irked me is because she's talking about her background, that since years she's been filming in front of a great background. And then instead of saying let me paint the wall, instead of saying that, she's like, her idea was to get an office to film, very low budget. Let me rent an office. to film in an hour. I'm like, are you living on this, like, what planet are you on? Seriously. You keep making these mistakes where you're showing us your true face, but you keep telling us you're modest, you're humble, you do everything on your own. But then you got a manager, so you're not on your own. But now you want to rent an office to film your videos. So that also doesn't seem like... All this to say what? Remember what I was telling you at the beginning of this segment? I said to you, I'm no fan of Tamara by any means. Absolutely no fan of hers. But I gotta say, and this happens very rarely does it happen to Super D. After watching Stephanie's video, I'm kind of feeling for Tamara. I'm like on her side. And I never thought this would happen. I thought like I would just be like, no, Tamara is wrong. Like using the content falls under fair use that Stephanie did. Heaven is like, Dacob, no. Dacob, no, says Heaven. Listen, Linda. I agree with Tamara on this because like this other girl, she's really sneaky. She's using everybody's content without asking their permission. Super rude. Okay. Not crediting them if they're smaller content creators, like she didn't credit Jessiestyle, my friend Jessie. She's acting like, like relatability. We've seen them act the relatability shtick. We've seen quite a few play that shtick. Hi, Sophie. Looking at ya. And it doesn't work on me. It doesn't fly. That shit does not fly with me. Maybe it flies with somebody else, doesn't fly with me. Sibylla says she's doing this type of videos because now it's trending to talk about budget and luxury editions, etc. The economy is going to the toilet, and a lot of creators are changing their narrative. Thank you. There's that as well. But not just that there's that as well. It's the attitude. I'm like, you're so fake. And that whole vibe, don't even get me started on the, she sits and then she puts her leg up and is holding her knee and like just being like related, that whole pose of being like, it's just us chatting, just us girlfriends, kikiing, chatting a little bit about the situation. And how dare Tamara? I'm like, how dare Tamara? I'm actually on her side on this. For once, I wish she won. For once, I wish she won. Heaven says I'm a librarian, and I do think it was fair use, but I see what you're saying. Is it okay to use a still, though, or a clip? Well, she's never discussed buying luxury. Heaven, credit your source. You're a librarian. At the end of every book, they credit the source. This quote was taken from here, that quote was taken from there, falls under fair use, but we're crediting our source. Heaven, you know what I always say. There's a difference between legal and moral. What is legally just in this world isn't always morally just. Two different worlds. Two different worlds. What is legal is not always moral. So we're talking about morality here. If she's capable, because don't forget, Stephanie says in her video, I spent like, what did she say, 2 months working on the video? Poor girl. All alone, with no help, because she does it all alone, remember? She does it all alone. So she spends 2 months or 2 weeks, what does she say, 2 months or 2 weeks working on this video that Tamara flagged. Living for it, actually. Tamara, way to go, girl. And you worked 2 months? Yeah, Steph, you did? You worked 2 months on this video? And you couldn't credit the clips you took from other people? No? Took you 2 months to put together the video? And you couldn't add another 3 minutes to credit the people properly? You couldn't do 2 months and 3 minutes to credit the people whose content you're using under fair use? No? Didn't have those extra 3 minutes, Steph? No? Unique Collins says, I'm in a doctorate program. You never use someone's thoughts, opinions, or anything without crediting. Thank you, Unique Collins, for letting us know. Footnotes, right, Tina? Footnotes. Paul says, I'm pretty sure Stephanie's not very body positive at all because if I'm not mistaken, I've seen her videos criticizing celebrities' cosmetic procedures. Like I said, I really would have been better off still not knowing of the existence of this person. But like I said, I was first acquainted with her through my dear friend Jessie, and then now through this Tamara situation. So I watched those 2 videos and I'm done. I don't need to watch anymore, seriously, because she is, to me, you know, like I saw and I felt and I was like, no, stay away from me. that's the vibe I got from her. I'm curious. I watch a lot of commentary channels, so I find it fascinating. Says Kevin, Heaven, Kevin, Heaven, you've become Kevin. Heaven says, but I'm saying, so if she shows a clip and says the name of the person, does that count as giving credit? Honest question. I'm not a YouTuber. Sure, of course, Heaven, there's ways and ways you can go about this. For example, Stephanie has 2 million subscribers. Jessie has 15,000. Stephanie decides to use Jessie's content. Okay. Does Stephanie want to help Jessie out in return, or is she gatekeeping her viewers? Does she not want her 2 million viewers to also find out who Jessie is? She does? Okay, well then, if she does want her viewers to find out who Jessie is, then there's several ways she can go about this. As a colleague, they're both YouTubers. They're both from Australia. She could show some collegiality towards another fellow colleague that has a tiny channel, but that is doing very solid and morally sound work. In my opinion, at least, Jessie is delivering very morally correct work on YouTube. So if Stephanie wanted to raise awareness about Jessie, she could have gone about it in several ways. She could have said, hey guys, I'm using this. She could have said it vocally in her video, saying, I used a clip by Jessiestyle. By the way, I'm posting the link to her channel down below. Go follow her. Send her some love. If she didn't want to do that extra shout out for free because she has a 2 million subscriber channel and doesn't want to, do promotion for free, but wants to take Jessie's clip for free, then she could have at least done, while she's playing Jessie's clip, she could have written a text taken from YouTube, Jessiestyle. Or if not, she could have in the description box underneath her video, without mentioning Jessie in her video, without writing the text out, spelling it out in her video, saying Jessiestyle YouTube channel, in her description box, she could have written video clip taken from Jessiestyle's video. Here's the link. You see, there are so many different ways in which she could have given support to a smaller YouTuber whose content she took for herself. Same that happened with HopeScope and me. You remember what happened with HopeScope? She used my how to pronounce video. HopeScope. You remember HopeScope? Another hoe, allegedly, okay? Used my how to pronounce video. I used to do how to pronounce in French brands, how to pronounce Italian luxury brands. She used my video. And how did she call me? That guy. She did not credit me. She did not say my channel. She did not shout me out. She said that guy. But she said that guy. So in that same time, she could have said Dacob. Would have cost her less time to say Dacob than to say that guy. I had another issue with those other cretins from the Lux Collective. You remember the Lux Collective situation where they stole my how to pronounce Elsa Schiaparelli video. They took my video. They posted it to their TikTok. They posted it to their Instagram. They posted it to their YouTube shorts. Monetized. Zero credit to me. not transformative in any way, shape, or form. So it does not fall under fair use because they did not use my how to pronounce Elsa Schiaparelli video in a transformative way. No. What they did instead was one-to-one, took my video, and that was their short. That was their TikTok. They claimed it as their own. One-to-one. My 1 minute video, however long it is, they just copied it and pasted it to their TikTok, to their Instagram, to their YouTube. Monetized. I wrote them a nice email asking them politely to take it down because they never asked for my permission. They ignored it. Then I had to do a copyright claim on every single social media account. Yeah. It was Instagram took it down. YouTube took it down. They got a strike for that. Thank you. TikTok was too slow and I guess they got scared by that point. So they took down the video before TikTok got to take it down. But not cool. Not cool. Just not cool. So I have experience in this. Like I've been through this several times. Okay. There's a limit for everything. Exactly, Heaven. She was gatekeeping. Hi, Lydia. 2 weeks? Oh, it took her 2 weeks to make the video? Okay, so it couldn't take her 2 weeks and 3 minutes? No, she didn't have those extra 3 minutes to credit Jessie? Come on, you guys. Rosanna says, I didn't want to use the word bully. They are more of like thieves, simply. Right. Heaven says, well, it's interesting to hear this side because some of these people think showing a clip is enough. So this is an interesting topic. How is showing a clip enough? Heaven, don't be naive about this. This woman has 2 million subscribers. She took the time to go through Jessie's videos, download the video she wanted. She took the time to find the video she wanted, to download it, to edit out the clip she wanted from Jessie's video. So you best believe she also saw how many subscribers Jessie has. She's not naive. She saw how many subscribers Jessie has. Yeah? So, so she knows that Jessie could use a helping hand. She knows that Jessie could use a shout out because she has 15,000 subscribers as opposed to 2 million that Stephanie has. So Stephanie knows very well what she did. And she knows why she decided not to mention Jessie, not to credit her openly. Gatekeeping. Come on, you guys. This doesn't fly with me. This doesn't fly with me. Doesn't fly. Heaven says, no, not me, Dacob, them. They wrongfully think it's enough. Oh, yeah, no, Heaven. I know you don't think that. I know what you mean. But what I'm saying is, you guys, none of you, please don't be naive about this. When they do not mention the source that they're taking from, that's gatekeeping. I don't care if they say, but it's legal. Yes, it's legal, but you're still an asshole. Yeah, okay, you're legally an asshole. Okay, great. Great. Love that for you. Love that for you. You're legally an asshole. There you go. There you go. So now what? You think everybody's going to praise you for it? And the audacity that this bimbo has, to rile up her 2 million viewers, to rile up her 2 million subscribers, okay, to go beef with Tamara, to go beef on Tamara's channel, to go right underneath Tamara's videos, nasty comments. You see, the audacity, because now she's hurt. So, so this hurts Steph, right? So Steph is now like, well, hold on a minute. Oh, because her video was taken out, so she couldn't make the moolah. She calls it moolah in her own video. Yeah, go watch the video. She calls it moolah. She's cool. She's like, chick from the hood. She ghetto, like us, right? 2 million subscribers and buying a $1 million house and talks about moolah? No, honey, you're talking about multiple bank accounts, lawyers, and a manager. You do not say moolah. No, you do not get to say moolah. You do not get to talk that way on your channel with 2 million subscribers and a manager. But then you behave like you're a moolah. No, honey. No. Use your elevated rich lingo instead, okay? Talk about checks, banks, transfers. Talk about it like that. Don't call it moolah. Don't call it moolah like you can't afford shit. Doesn't fly with me. It doesn't fly with me. And then you send in your viewers to throw shade at Tamara. Why? Because Tamara or whoever for her team striked your video and you're upset because you didn't get to earn the money off of your video? Oh, so now we have a problem when it's your money. When it's your moolah. Now we have a problem. So now you're sitting down to film an entire video about this because you are upset. I see. I see. So it's all about you. I see. So it's all about you. Okay. Well, Stephanie, how about since you forgot to credit Jessie in your first video, how about when you made your second video, how about then taking the time to say, oh, and by the way, thank you to Jessiestyle, for making that video that I also used for my video. No, you forgot again to rectify your moral error. You forgot again. I see. I see. But we're going to be upset about Tamara. You see, this is why I'm on Tamara's side here. And I never thought I was going to ever say this because, but I actually feel for her. I think Tamara was unjustly treated. Okay. Maybe Tamara overreacted a little bit by copyright striking Stephanie's video. Sure, Tamara could have gone about this in a different way as well. Yes. Sure, Tamara could have also been a little bit more gracious. For sure she could have. For sure. I'm not saying Tamara did something right, but I'm feeling more sympathy for Tamara than I am for Stephanie in this situation. Just because of how Stephanie behaved. And because my friend Jessie was involved, and I'm just like, no, you don't treat Jessie like that, period. Jessie doesn't mind. She's super happy that she was even featured in Stephanie's video. Jessie is not angry, you guys. Just FYI, Jessie's totally fine. I'm the one who's angry. Jessie's happy. Happy as a button. Happy as a button. Jessie is totally fine. I'm the one who has beef. So just saying, just to be very clear here, I'm not telling you, oh, Jessie told me she's angry. No, Jessie is happy that she was even at all featured in Stephanie's video. Jessie is a nice person. She's very giving. She doesn't hold a grudge. Jessie's super chill. Okay, I'm the bitch with a grudge. Okay, so, exactly, Natadida. One person makes the content, another person buys a house. Exactly. Come on. Wake up and smell the coffee. And then these people, they have these millions of subscribers and they get away with it. They get away with it. They get away with it. They act the relatability shtick. They behave in a way that these are sociopaths, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay. But this to me is sociopathic behavior at its finest. Insipid, slithering your way into people trusting you and believing you, and then gathering them, getting your people to follow you. And it doesn't fly with me. I've dealt with people like that way too many times in my career, in my professional life. I can smell them a mile away, and I run from them like I would be running from a fire or from the devil himself. Okay. Please. Jessie is super sweet and genuine and adorable. Yes. I have absolutely nothing negative to say about Jessie. Jessie doesn't have an ounce of evil in her soul. She's just pure goodness. Okay, just to be very clear, you guys, seriously. And I've rarely encountered people that are just so sweet and pure. That's Jessie. She is a sweetheart, period. Doesn't have an ounce of mean in her body. Okay, not an ounce. And this is also why sociopaths, they sniff out a good person. And this is why sociopaths take advantage of her. Period. Yeah. Anita Brown says, I think you're upset about your friend. The truth is on the middle. The truth is usually in the middle. But no, Anita, I'm not dumb. I'm very capable of separating my own emotions, my own personal emotions from logic. If there's one thing I'm really good at, that would be compartmentalizing. I can compartmentalize very well what my personal opinion is to what the moral situation we're dealing with is, to what the legal situation is. And in fact, in my humble opinion, I have delivered to you all three sides of the story. Now, we can ask ourselves, why did you decide to only focus on one of the three analyses that I delivered? So I can point the mirror right back at you and ask you, why would you focus only on one of the three aspects that I analyzed? So that's on you, honey, not on me. Gigi says, Dacob is that friend that will talk back. LOL, love your sass. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Deborah says to Anita, the truth is there is a right of attribution that is enforceable. Moral rights are enforceable. It's bullying to not do the right thing because you are bigger. Period. Period. Mrs. Lovely says, could someone please post in chat Jessie's full channel so I can subscribe? Oh, Miss Lovely, thank you so much. Yes, Jessiestyle. Deborah just posted it. You spell it all together, Jessiestyle. Jessiestyle. Yeah, Deborah spelled it out correctly. Just check out Deborah's comment in the chats. Heaven says, I actually learned something new here with this topic. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Tina says, people need to earn respect and work. It's a disease. Period. Period. Heaven says, there's a lot of YouTubers misusing the fair use. Oh, there's a lot of weird stuff going down. Hi, BB. How's it going, sweetie? Sibylla says, when you are a content creator, you know Stephanie is lying about this poor me situation. You said it. I read it. Oh, Rizology. That's so kind of you. Dacob is the friend that we need in our life. Period, honey. Melissa says, she was so upset. Yes, I know, too loud. She was so upset she had to say something about it, but she only blamed the children's parents. She was so upset. Wait, Melissa, who are we talking about? She was so upset she had to say something about it, but she only blamed the children's parents. Wait, who are we talking about, Melissa? Because the only... But Tamara doesn't have kids. Stephanie has kids, or one kid. So I'm a bit confused, Melissa, like who's the subject, who's the object? We got 196 likes. Let's get to 200, shall we? We got a ton of people watching. You guys, thumb up the live stream. Oh, Muniamu. I wish I had a friend like you. Thank you, my love. Very kind. Melissa says, when she had to speak about Balenciaga. Wait, hold on, Melly. Let me figure this out. You were talking about Tamara. So Tamara was upset. She had to say something about it, but she only blamed the children's parents. Oh, when we were talking about Balenciaga? I don't remember what Tamara had to say about the Balenciaga incident. But I don't think she has a problem with Balenciaga anymore. I don't know. Does she? I don't know. I have a problem with Balenciaga, and I will keep having a problem with Balenciaga until Demna and his entire team is gone. and a formal apology is issued, not the lame-ass, half-baked bullshit apology that they think that they delivered when the incident happened. Doesn't fly with me. No, Balenciaga is canceled for me. Still. No, Balenciaga, and embarrassing to see all the mothers that are supporting Balenciaga. Michelle you won an Oscar and then you started endorsing Balenciaga. Nicole Kidman? Very, very disappointed. I don't expect anything from Kim Kardashian. She, to me, has no morals whatsoever. So seeing her endorse them, I'm like, yeah, makes sense. But not Michelle Yeoh, not Kim Kardashian, not Nicole Kidman, whoever. They're all mothers. And they're ambassadors for Balenciaga? Really? No. Really disappointing, to say the least. To say the least. To say the least. And Balenciaga is still giving off the satanic vibes with their style, with their fashion. And the kids, the teenagers, the new generation, they think, oh, it's so edgy. And all of you old people, old folk, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm like, girl, please, that's not edgy. Okay? What Demna is doing in Balenciaga is not edgy. It's not cool. And it's not rebellious in any way, shape, or form. It is lazy and ugly, not in a good way ugly. It's not a John Waters good ugly. It's not a John Waters good quality trash. No, it's simply just terrible. And for whatever reason that defies all logic, for some reason, they keep supporting Demna. They keep keeping him there. I don't know what he has on them, but something is very off for them to still, keep with it. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I really, it's just yet again one more proof that fashion is dead, because I'm like, really, like if this is what we have to claim as groundbreaking, like we're in trouble. If this is groundbreaking, wow, how deep have we fallen, you guys? How deep have we fallen? Boring ugly, right? Melissa Munyamu says, today I saw a woman with her daughter wearing Balenciaga sneakers. I felt sorry for her daughter. Result, she says, as a Malaysian, and I am very disappointed with Michelle Yeoh too. Mrs. Lovely says, as a mom, I agree, sweetie. Uzge, how's it going, sweetie? I love that you always support the right side and not the easy side and state your opinion without fear. Keep up the amazing work, Dacob. Thank you, Uzge. It is tough. You know how many people come for me when I speak so openly? A ton. A ton. You just fuel me to speak even louder. So, and I'm not a 15-year-old idiot who just started social media. I have been shat on, mistreated, abused, at work, out of work, privately. I have been through hell in my life. So, I am prepared for the mud. I am prepared for the dirt. I am emotionally very stable and prepared for whatever asshole can come at me to try to rip me apart. So, at a certain point in life, you realize, what are you afraid of? You really have nothing to lose but your own dignity, your own self, your own sense of self, your own soul, your own sense of dignity and morality. That's the only thing you have to lose, really, is your sense of self. Nothing else. Nothing else. There's nothing else to lose. But people are afraid of losing a lot of things that are irrelevant, mean nothing, but they're afraid to lose them. Well, let them be afraid. They're just wasting their time. You have to prioritize. rationalize, realize what it really is that you have to lose by speaking the truth, by speaking your mind. The corporate world we live in is built in a way to try to brainwash you into thinking that speaking your mind and having an opinion is a bad thing. You know, when the corporates, when the big heads come to you and say, we value your opinion, you know they're lying. You know that they do not want to know your opinion. And in fact, probably most of you in the chats now know, if you actually ever did dare speak your opinion, they would come back at you saying, oh, you're a bit complicated at work, too opinionated. So you're not going to get that pay raise. They're not going to give you a better position at work later because they're going to label you as the complicated one. But wait on a minute. Didn't you just say that you value your workers' opinions in the corporate environment, but then when the worker actually has an opinion, you label them as difficult? Huh. That's a bit of a paradox, isn't it? Isn't it? Interesting. Thank you, Star Medicine. You're an inspiration. Keep advocating, Dacob. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Deborah says, Vivienne Westwood is the way. Super Dacob. I adore Vivienne Westwood. Of course, she always spoke her mind, and people hated her for it. But the right people loved her for it. Deborah says, Vivienne spoke out no matter the consequences. She is an inspiration to me because she always spoke out no matter the consequences. Anna Wintour didn't like her very much for that reason, in my opinion only. And I can tell you this, when the Met Gala, the MoMA exhibition, when was this? We were talking about this the other week, actually. Do you guys remember? So it was right about the time when Julian Assange was imprisoned, incarcerated, and back then Bradley Manning was still Bradley Manning, not Chelsea. Bradley was also incarcerated, and that was right about, was it 2012, 2013? Oh, gosh, I can't remember. 2014? Can't remember. And it was a punk couture or something, punk exhibition at the MoMA, and it was a tribute to Vivienne Westwood. So, you know, Vivienne never goes to these events, but she went to that red carpet. And I think Anna Wintour really was not having it, but whatever, she couldn't say no. And so that was right at the time when Bradley, back then still Bradley, not Chelsea yet, was incarcerated. And so, do you guys remember the scene? You can Google it, actually. You can Google search it. Vivienne was at the red carpet, American television, corporate television, interviewing her for her own exhibition. But Vivienne not having, you know the interviewers, the superficial bullshit. Oh my God, Vivienne, it's so wonderful to have you on the red carpet. What are you wearing today? And Vivienne, her response, she had a gorgeous tulle and silk and chiffon dress, really divine. She was there with her husband, with Andreas, and she had a little string around her neck with a plastic, sleeve, and in the sleeve was a photo of, back then, Bradley Manning. And she says, "I'm not here to talk about what I'm wearing. I'm here to talk about the truth." And in fact, that sticker, that image says the truth. And there's a photo of Bradley Manning, and she says, "You have incarcerated the person unjustly. Freedom, the truth must come out, And then the televisions cut her off, and they'd like stopped her and like, "Oh, okay, well, we got to talk about something else." I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Anna Wintour, you could have briefed the press. Why, oh why, would you make an exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art about punk? And why would you invite one of the founders of punk aesthetic? Why would you make the whole exhibition about a punk designer? And then why would you think that you could then treat this punk designer as one of your corporate minions that are going to smile and obediently say yes, yes to everything? Why would you even want to make a punk exhibition and not expect a punk response from the punk who made the exhibition? You see what I mean? This is where I lost Anna Wintour. Like, we're done. And another thing, while we're talking about Anna Wintour, I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but, and a lot of you are going to be upset with me for this, but hey, since we're keeping it very real. The Devil Wears Prada is coming back. They're going to shoot part 2, apparently. The news broke. I forgot which news outlet wrote about it. So The Devil Wears Prada part 2 is coming, apparently. And my reaction to that was like, ugh, we're going to have to, really? Do we have to go through this shit again? Because I hate The Devil Wears Prada. I know most of the gays out there love it, and they're going to be like, blasphemy. Casting terrible. Meryl Streep's wig, disgusting. Clothing, hated it. I think that movie aged terribly. I think the writing is terrible. I think it's just bad. Really, really, really bad. And really cheap in a bad way. Bad. Just bad. Terrible movie. And now they're going to do a part 2. And I'm like, oh, what ugly wig are they going to find now for Meryl? What ugly clothes are they going to style them in this time? Because I don't know, am I the only gay person on this world who did not in any way, shape, or form like The Devil Wears Prada? Sure, I also used the quote, florals for spring, groundbreaking. Yes, funny quote. Okay. But terrible. Terrible. It has aged terribly. That is not a movie for the ages, in my opinion. Tina says, I never liked it either. There you go. Mia Maxima says, thank you for saying that. Okay, good. I'm not alone. Because really, you know. If you want to watch, just to not keep it always negative, right? I'm going to give you something positive too. If you want to watch a fashion movie or a movie about fashion that also has that irony in it and like truth and fiction blurring together, there's only really one movie about fashion that I would recommend. Any guesses which one that is? I'm going to tell you. Let me see if anybody can guess. I know, Crazy Cat Lady Joe. How old is Anna Wintour? She's been around forever. Time for her to retire, in my opinion. She's way overdue. Way overdue. Way overdue. Any guesses which movie I would recommend about the world of fashion? No, Denmark, not the House of Gucci. No. Mo, you guessed it. Mo S guessed it. Pret-à-porter, spelled slightly differently. Pret-à-porter by Robert Altman. That movie. That's the movie you should watch. It's from the 90s. That's the movie you should watch if you want a movie that criticizes and that also gives a commentary and also gives a comedic relief on the world of fashion. That movie is for the ages. Pret-à-porter by Robert Altman. What a masterpiece. What a masterpiece. That's the movie I would recommend you watch. If you want to really do it the right way, if you want fashion, if you want a fashion movie that has aged wonderfully, Pret-à-porter by Robert Altman. All the big actors and actresses are in it, okay? And some also unknown, but also a lot of the fashion icons are in it. Suzy Menkes is in it, by the way, yeah? Rossi De Palma is in it. Marcello Mastroianni is in it. Sophia Loren is in it. Julia Roberts is in it. Tim Robbins. See, I always was named Tim Robbins is in it. Gianfranco Ferré for Dior is in it. Rupert Everett is in it. Kim Basinger is in it. Yes. Oh, SH. You can assume that I did not like House of Gucci. It was disgusting, seriously. And the starlet was like the worst. Like, seriously, how did she even think? What was she thinking? Delivering a Russian accent as if it were Italian? Girl, get a life. No, seriously, I can't with her. No, not a fan of About Eve, Melissa. No. But, yeah. Yeah, Rhea Hortari, what a cast this movie had. I mean, you guys, the cast of Pret-à-Porter is incredible. But that's also because everybody respected Robert Altman. Robert Altman was a bit of a genius. Oh, Deborah, a huge genius. I love Robert Altman movies. They all respected him. And if Robert Altman is making a movie and is asking you to act in it, you say yes. You say yes. Yeah, Terry says, I watched The Devil Wears Prada once. I found it just meh. I never cared to watch it again. Exactly. Hi, Jeanette. How's it going, sweetie? Marcello, yeah, he was very handsome, yes. So there you go. Hi, Cinnabar Carol. Hi, Denmark. Hi, everybody. So, you guys, Grace loves fashion. How's it going? Hello, hello. Better late than never. Well, you guys, I want to say stay tuned because I'm going to redirect you. We're going to play some video games next. Interactive. You will be playing. You will be playing. Like I said, Totally Dacob needs to be remonetized, my pop culture channel. So we're going to redirect to all of you over there. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe today here on the main channel. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. Debbie, it's a Saudriation, Nicole, Gloria, and Terry.
Oof, my hair is all over the place. I'm kind of feeling Elvira vibes with this hair somehow. I don't know why. And I just want to say, I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. It's been serious. We've had comedic relief, but it's been for the most part a serious live stream. And I mean, you know, things have been said, but hey, it is what it is. Keeping it real. Sometimes summer delivers really funny topics. Sometimes it doesn't. Maritza says Stephanie Lange often gets in her high horse and pretends to be relatable. Jessie's sweet and relatable. She's genuine. Devil Wears Prada is 5 out of 10 for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting us know, sweetie. And we'll go next. Hit it, Bubbles. Quins. All of us, a bunch of quins. Hi, Maria. All right, now next up, you know the drill. Living Ferret. Hit it, Bubbles.
Living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
Oh, hey, Aish. And then, of course, after Living Ferret, we die in Ferret. Hit it, Bubbles.
Ferret, 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 ferret.
The hair's all over the place. Did we like the topics today? Did we enjoy the topics? Were they juicy enough? Are we obsessed?
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
It's all about the timing. And, but then again, you know, when they try to come for you and then they're like, no, but I'm offended by what oh, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Whip it, bitch. Whip it. Where's baby? Oh, there you. Baby Yoda, you're always transparent. Well, we only see your ears and your eyeballs. And the little outfit that Virginie made you. Sing cha. Come on, baby Yoda. Hit it, baby.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
And ooh, wow, what a vibe. And that's our show, you guys. I hope you had fun today. If you wish to play some interactive games together and try to win some points, also because we're trying to get my Totally Dacob channel remonetized, then stay tuned because I will be redirecting you right now into our chill zone. Pardon me. Into our chill zone where we are going to relax and play some interactive games in the chats together. I shall see you all on the other side and on the Totally Dacob channel. You will be redirected automatically. If you're not redirected automatically, maybe refresh or just go directly over to Totally Dacob and refresh until you see the new live stream pop up so you can join it. I shall see you all in a bit. And if I don't, have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll see you latest at the weekend for the next live stream. Pre-show for Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons. First, and then main show for everybody on Saturday. Love you loads. See you all on Totally Dacob. Never forget to never give up on love. Bye.